What's up, gamers? Some more Hades 2 this evening. What else? We got the new Rory and Maul podcast. I think I'm gonna try using controller for this session because I am struggling, very much so, to get past this last fucking stint. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's pissing me the fuck off. Not this last stint, I should say the third boss. And it's been a while since I played this on computer, or played this on controller. I have yet to play Hades 2 on controller, but it's been a while since I played Hades 1 on controller. We're gonna start the new Rory and Maul. Let me click my watch along, make sure it's set up. Boom.
He's not my best friend if I ain't seen him in 2 years or talked to him in 2 years and you don't know who the
Off this hypothetical that they are reconnecting, he's back in town.
He said that was his little homie that he ain't seen in a while. He didn't say that was his best
Little
friend.
homie never came up.
Alright, but I just realized my shit's not working. There we go, and now it should work. Now it should work. Where is my remote? Ah, right there. Wow, I almost fell. Okay, so that's that. Sound volume should be good. Controller should be working fine. Soda, cracking it. Hair definitely looks akin to a serial killer's. Perfect. Oh my god. It is what it is. It is what it's gonna be. Alright, gosh, man. Alright, that's it. Been the party, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck up the fun, fuck up the fun. Make sure I got the right properties on. Yep, and I do. The levels are looking correct. I hope it's not bad. I'm not gonna check it because it looks good. Hopefully somebody says something if it's not. Continuation of Hades 2. And I spelt it wrong. Hades 2. Pod watch alongs starting with new Rory and Maul.
Might as well.
Swear to God, he said that was my little homie.
Oh, all right, well, I mean, sometimes you got girls.
Let them know who the big homie is. Let them know.
No, Rory and Mom.
And we are back.
I feel like we never left. A quick 2 days. My life has been my life is like in a NutriBullet right now.
I'm curious what your phone has been like the last 2 days, because mine was
It's been in a NutriBullet.
blowing up about you, so I could only imagine what your phone was.
Why your phone blowing up about me?
Because the whole world is reacting to your reaction of a reaction of a reaction.
What we all do now. We react to a reaction of somebody reacting to
Yes.
an action.
To Drake reacting to Kendrick, who is reacting to Drake, who is reacting to Kendrick.
Right.
And now we're here
Reacting.
to people
Alright, so
reacting
square
to
is
my phone
that.
about your reaction.
Circles
So your phone's
cast.
going off
3 is
for
heavy.
48 hours.
Yes.
I got some interesting text messages. I got some interesting
How do I?
phone calls.
Oh, X.
I FaceTime.
Oh man, that's
I
gonna
got
suck.
some great text messages from West Coast people that can't wait to have a conversation, not in that type of way, but would love to debate with you further.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I can't go to LA no more.
No. Everything was love, and actually from the people the public would think
Yeah.
would like hate you, that is super Team Kendrick and is publicly
Nobody
been
can't hate
Team
me, man, 'cause I
Kendrick.
don't hate nobody. So you can't hate me. If you hate me, that's just weird. I don't hate nobody. I've been very clear throughout this thing.
Yeah, that's kinda
it's not
crazy.
hate. It's just, I'm just kind of like befuddled at just the reactions. It's like, y'all don't really like. I get it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, stop. Like we could stop at some point.
I mean,
But have fun though. Have fun now. But we're gonna have to have a real conversation.
of course that clip went viral the way it did because it's clipped to a specific time of you yelling loud. And that'll always get people moving. Within context, yeah, actual conversation happened at one point.
And I
Everyone
wasn't-
just thinks you screamed for 2 hours.
Yeah, and I don't want that. Like that's just so nasty because I'm not a screamer, of
Mhm.
course. But it's just like just in that moment, I just felt like when you get frustrated that people just can't like understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
like,
my
how
life.
do y'all not understand? Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Hey, you guys understand why I'm always
I'm
red all
not
the
mad
time.
at Kendrick. People are like, oh, you're so mad at Kendrick. I'm not mad at Kendrick. Why would I be mad at Kendrick? I'm not mad at Kendrick.
Oh,
said
dude,
it
this
sounded
is
personal.
definitely gonna be harder, man.
I was like personal.
It's not personal, Punch.
I don't even know if he's ever met Kendrick.
I met Kendrick years ago though. Not I haven't like been around Kendrick in some years, but it's like I said, I fuck with Kendrick. Very, very clear about that. These are two of my favorite rappers of their times, but by far, it's not even close. But just getting frustrated with people's just lack of comprehending what's happening and what's going on, but I gotta stop feeling like everybody just is supposed to understand what I'm saying. I get in that zone sometimes and I'm like frustrated, but it wasn't yelling at Kendrick. I'm not upset at Kendrick. I'm not at
Just explaining that.
like I said, I'm not upset. I'm not mad about anything. It's just like this is a very passionate, very intense time in music. That's all.
Well, I was talking with Punch, and we were discussing how rap beef brings the worst out of everybody. At some point when you're debating, even let's say fuck rap beef, just debating rap, at some point, someone is gonna scream and get out of their character. I don't know why hip hop does that to us. Maybe it's because we love it so much. At some point, we're all going to yell.
Mm-hmm.
So, Terrace Martin tweeted that he loves you. Maybe you just ate something wrong that day.
Oh my God, he did.
He said, "I love Maul." Maybe
I fuck with Terrace. That's my
Terrace
my
did me
guy.
too. I forgot his tweet was something like that. I
Yeah.
love Maul, but he maybe he ate something wrong that day.
What does
He had
60
cheese.
mean?
Listen, man, these guys know.
60
I'm
what?
Not, let me apologize to people that took
Stages?
what my passion was the wrong
'Cause
way.
that would be
I'm not
crazy.
upset, I'm not angry. It's all music. It's all a good time. Even though I don't agree with what Kendrick is trying to paint, I understand it.
I mean, I would just want to shoot you, Bale, of everyone that was under those comments. Every last one of y'all has been melting down for an entire week on the timeline.
Yeah.
Just because it's not audio, your thumbs were louder than Maul for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
They have been, their thumbs are melted for the way they've been going off. And
But
then
it's
just
fun,
because
though.
Maul expresses how maybe one side felt and the other side felt just in a different way, you guys were yelling just like that on the
But
top.
Maul also has the platform to do so. Like, there's a difference between tweeting at somebody and being in a
All right,
studio and having
let's
the
get it.
ability to push.
Yeah, I mean, but
There's
you know what it is?
visual aids. Like, there's a lot more that goes into what Maul does.
I think, but again, I think it's
Yeah.
just the power of people just seeing a clip and just taking that and trying to spin whatever they trying to spin on it. But no, I'm not upset at Kendrick. Because when I read that, I was like, what? I saw some guy on TikTok saying that I was the guy that gave Kendrick like some info. I was like the stories that are coming from this. I'm like, wait, me?
Oh yeah, you became the Maul.
That shit is insane.
Actually, me and Kendrick have been planning this since the BET Cypher in 2011.
Oh.
Yeah, we're that calculated.
Yeah. I'm just laughing at that type of shit, but it's all in good sport. Nobody's upset. Well, I'm not upset.
Well, did now that
All
you
right.
saw the fallout
Let's
in the
go.
public, the matter of public opinion, not just on the beef, but more specifically directed at you, did that change your tone at all? Do you feel differently about this
Fuck
situation?
no.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me? Drake is still smashing.
I wasn't sure if there was
Oh, okay.
millions of people that
I
disagree
don't
with
give
you.
a
Maybe
mil-
like,
You think I give a fuck what millions of people say? Millions of people can have bad taste. You know that, right?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right.
As long as we know that part of it. Like,
That's
I'm not one of those guys.
proven for centuries.
I'm not one of those guys that thinks that because a restaurant has a high rating that the food is great. I'm not one of those. Let me go and see, because a lot of people don't know what good food is.
Yeah, but then
You
a
live
lot.
long enough to understand that part. Like, but you're not. No, it's not.
But
All
then-
these restaurants y'all be going to is just for a picture and the ambiance. Food is terrible.
But then you go to some of those really fancy, world-renowned restaurants, and you get like this much food.
My
has no
God,
real
bro,
flavor.
9
It just
health
has the
lost.
name.
Exactly.
And that's.
I'm in the middle of hitting you.
I'd rather go to the Chinese spot that Drake and Kendrick go to.
New
So
Hope
you
King.
saying Kendrick is Philippe?
Did I say that? No, I'm not saying Kendrick is Philippe. I'm just saying that song.
Wait, is Philippe bad?
To me, yes, that shit is terrible. But just taste levels. That's all it is. No disrespect to Philippe to whoever
Kendrick
be.
say less.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit is all that shit is trash to me. But it's just taste level.
I'm not gonna get you started, but a lot of people would think that Drake would be more on the side of the high name like a Philippe that everyone loves and goes to. That's the place they take pictures. That
Yep.
gets the most attention, but it doesn't have the best food when you get to the kitchen. Most people would say that in this food comparison.
I hear you.
I wasn't trying to get you started.
Listen, bro, I'm already started.
Is that the case anymore, though, Rory? Because Not Like Us has been #1, which eclipsed Euphoria, which is now sitting at #2. So Kendrick now occupies the top 2 spots on the charts. And Not Like Us, in its 4th day, has over 12 million streams on Spotify alone, which is not only his first solo #1, but also in its 4th day, this is the most streams it's gotten. So it's still going up. So
Yeah, for
maybe
sure.
he is the Philippe.
Yeah. We know
So
why-
anyone that is
we
number
know
1
why.
is Philippe now?
We know why he's sitting at #1 and #2.
First
Because
solo
the
#1 of
biggest-
his
It's a
career.
common.
beef
It's a
in
common.
history.
It's a common denominator in there somewhere.
This is a Drake
There's a
feature.
common factor in there somewhere. These are Drake features.
It is a Drake. I'll give you that.
These are Drake, and I said it before this beef started. I said getting into a beef with an artist like that is gonna do way more for you than you having a verse from an artist like that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean-
not even close.
We definitely had that conversation that Push made out better beefing with Drake than if he just got a
Yeah.
Drake feature. For sure, I agree with you
Yeah.
there. But I also want to say, so what? Like, okay.
No, I'm just saying. That's cool too. On that side, that's cool too.
That's a stat on
That's great.
Yeah, he
As
got
long
there
as-
because of
as
Drake.
long as you don't lose sight of that part. You can say, so what? I'm cool with that. As long as we don't lose sight of that other piece.
And I think it deserves the #1 off the difficulty it takes to beat Drake, not only in charts but in public perception. I think it's warranted #1 outside of the song just being good.
Y'all.
That's me giving credit to Drake. It takes a lot to beat that guy.
No. We know that, but I'm just
Story of
as long
Adidon didn't go #1.
as long as we keep that, so what is valid too.
I'm
with
so
you
on
that
the
side.
numbers always. Do I think it's great and congratulate Drake for being the highest streamed or second highest streamed person of all time, beat the Beatles? I think that's amazing. But I don't really care in this. I also don't care about Kendrick going #1 on this.
And let's clarify that these are Spotify charts. These are not
Yeah.
Billboard. Just want to clarify that.
What'd you try? All right,
No,
don't
Not
hold
Like
on.
Us is #1 on Billboard.
My album went #10 on Spotify amongst all genres. Now you're trying to discredit me because it wasn't on Billboard?
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't even. You part of the machine. Spotify is the real numbers,
No.
not Billboard.
It's not.
You
no.
compromised.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I just want to make that clear that Taylor Swift is still sitting at the top of Billboard.
But she doesn't count. She's like,
Yeah, she's out.
Yeah, being #2 behind Taylor right now is being #1.
Well, Tommy Richmond is #2 right now. That's
Fire record.
well, it's
Congrats to him.
fire. I love that for him. But that's Billboard. But he was talking about Spotify. Just
Yeah,
quickly.
and comparatively, Drake has had, if we're talking Billboard, 13 total, but 5 solo #1s. So,
yeah, they're both pretty good at making music. See that? After like the dust, I won't say the dust has settled per se.
No, it's still
No,
floating
no,
around. It's still
it's
floating around in that
It's still
motherfucker.
Nope.
It's still very
Ocean
foggy in
deep,
here.
Rory.
It's the only thing people are discussing. But now that we're getting into these other intricates of numbers and that whole thing, this is when it starts to get a little exhausting for me. Because it's like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? We already know who Drake is number-wise. It's not what we're here to talk about. So once you get in that little back and forth, it's like, well, what was the point?
Right.
If numbers were the point, then why even have the battle?
I mean, but again, back to the start of this, we knew that this was obviously going to be one of, if not the biggest moment that we've seen in hip hop music as far as battling goes. I mean, obviously the Jay and Nas battle is still probably right there as well. But this one, just because of everything that's added to it and attached to it now, with social media being such a thing now, and people having so many different platforms, media outlets, and things like that, like this is.
I do like
it's
the
just
controller.
feel
I think
like
I'm
a bigger-
faster on it.
A bigger moment.
Do you think? Not like
For
us being
sure.
number one though. Fuck numbers. Just it
But
being
I do
number
get
one
hit
and it
more.
playing.
I don't think I'm as
Very
evasive.
numbers and then say being
Even though
number
I'm faster, I'm not as evasive. I think the
It
speed
being number one. It
is only really
playing
accounting
at
for
NBA
projectiles,
games, it playing
but
at
not
tennis
really
matches. It playing on the news.
accounting
It's hurting,
for the people.
it's hurting Drake's
my
brand.
ass.
So I'm not saying numbers wise matter or a number one slot matters. I'm saying what that number one has represented and where it's spread. Is that affecting his brand that a pedo anthem is playing in the NBA playoffs?
Nah,
Tennis players are walking out to it.
I don't think it's hurting Drake's brand. I think that it may feel like that and it may look like that, but I think ultimately once this settles, I think it's gonna hurt Kendrick's brand more. Only
Okay.
because if Drake is found and proven not to be a pedo, which I know he's not, once the public sees that, I mean, is this not one of the worst things you can call a person?
But agreed. Yes,
I'm talking about when it's not who they are.
It's up there.
This
It's one
is-
of the worst things you could say about
No,
him.
to me, this is the worst.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other thing you can label a person ever. Like snitching and all that shit, I get that shit with street shit. I understand that part.
Rapist might be worse.
I mean, being a
this is along
pedophile,
the same line.
you are raping.
This is the same thing. It's just with a
Kids
certain,
can't really.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like,
I'll throw
being-
anti-Semitic in there too.
Well, that's Taylor Swift, and then we're going with that number two one.
Oh, we're going to the two spot. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
Taylor
I
Swift
just
and
wanna-
anti-Semitism
where are we setting
always
the
number
bar?
one, no
Exactly.
matter what. Matter of
Exactly.
fact, shh.
Never forget.
so it's like,
Ew.
if you're not,
Matter of fact,
that and somebody labels you that, to me that's some of the craziest
You
shit.
guys shook.
To
Okay.
me, I'm just speaking for me. I'm only ever speaking for me and my taste level. I think labeling somebody that and that's not who they are, is some of the worst shit you could ever.
Well, let's go
Whether
through-
we want to say it's entertainment or not, there's certain shit you just don't even in entertainment, even behind the guise of entertainment and comedy
shit, I'm looking
and
at the
things
wrong
like
one.
that, there's certain shit you just
Alright,
don't
there
ever
we go.
play with. And to me,
Let me turn
that's
that
at the
a
top of
little
the list.
I mean, let's go with
There we
history
go,
of
that's
the
better.
court of public
That's better.
opinion. Is the damage already done? Let's say Drake comes out, and of course, I hope that on a moral level and outside of a rap beef, that he can prove to the world that, yo, I don't touch kids, this was fucking crazy. Is the damage
But he tried
done?
to do that, and y'all
Because
said, yo, he's explaining
the
himself.
public doesn't care. You'll see rapists go to jail covered for a year, the whole trial. They'll sit for 20 years, find out they're innocent, they'll come out of jail, won't cover it all. They'll be a rapist for the rest of their life. Is the damage done already, even if he proves otherwise?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I don't think that nobody truly believes that. I don't think nobody believes that.
I think there's plausible deniability. Like, there's enough. Kendrick wouldn't have jumped out like that if there wasn't enough smut in like the public perception of him that it fit. So the fact that we're even speculating it is enough. Kendrick won, I think, in that regard. You know what
Who's
I mean?
speculating? I don't think nobody's speculating that.
I mean, I think whatever side you're on, you've made up your mind.
I don't think nobody's speculating that.
But I was wrapping my mind around, okay, I know no one will compare to Drake, but who's someone that's in a very high position of power that got charged with this kind of level of thing, but then it was all bullshit, and they welcome back to the community. James Gunn, the director that did Guardians of the Galaxy, he always had he was talking to young girls, but he never did anything. It was weird. He had a really dark, sick sense of humor, and he wasn't talking to young girls. He just made really fucked up, inappropriate jokes. And in the height of the Me Too movement, someone took all his old tweets, all his old posts, and put it on this 10-page doc, all of his fucked up shit in one doc. And they're like, well, this is fuck. You got to get him out of here. But he didn't do anything. So then he got booted off that project, got ripped out of Marvel, and then for years was ghost. And then DC signed him again because obviously all this shit was bullshit. He didn't actually do anything. And now he's working on the new Guardians of the Galaxy mode. So there is a path to redemption, but I feel you have to at least get off the public. You have to get through the public ridicule that comes with it, true or not.
Yeah, I just don't know how you go about that. I mean, I saw, but I'm not saying conveniently, but I would try to clean this shit up if I'm not a pedophile. All the girls that were in those videos that were all over the timeline that everyone was accusing Drake of either grooming or being a pedo towards, all conveniently came out on the same day and said, hey, that's not how it went. Even the girl that made the Money in the Grave beat was like, you guys misunderstood me. I don't understand how you guys didn't understand me, when she flat out said we were in high school when it happened. Cool. Everyone cleaned it up. And if I'm Drake, I do the same thing. I'm not accusing him of doing brand cleanup. If someone calls me a pedophile and I wasn't creeping on a chick, I'd say, yo, can you tell these people that we have no relationship like that? Even that kind of fell flat to me. They all came out in one day. They were on a bunch of podcasts I'd never heard of, making statements with a bunch of people I'd never seen before, and it still fell flat. So I guess that's my question of how can you even turn that around if that is not even the truth?
I mean, to me, it's nothing to turn around. I don't think that's a real thing. I think because somebody said it in a record, okay, like this is a battle, people are gonna say things to try to assassinate somebody's character and demean somebody, but that's not a real thing. You know what I mean? It's just not a real thing. And then when he
Of course, I got this one mastered. It's about getting
always explaining himself.
the one after you.
I felt
that
like
I'm worried
somebody
about
said
in the
that
Water
about me,
Kingdom.
I'm gonna explain that too. Like, whoa, hold up. Let's be clear here. That's not true. I don't understand this is a battle and all of it, but like, fam, it's certain shit you just not gonna just throw out there. Like that's insane to throw that on somebody's jacket.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's not a real thing, but it's because of the moment and that's what was said. I think that you have to address it, but
Wow.
you saying it fell flat because it wasn't a real thing to begin with.
How do you know
I'm just saying that turning around the public's opinion.
Bro, you think that if
Most
Drake
difficult
was having sex with underage girls, Kendrick would have been the one to put that out there like that?
No, I'm not.
We would have been knew that.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't want to speak so definitively about things. Like, we don't know. None of us know. We don't know what each other does behind closed. Like, we don't know.
You're right. In that sense, yeah,
that
you're right.
stuff.
I don't
That's all
know.
I'm saying.
I've never seen this man lay down in his bed with whomever he lays down with. No, never seen that. I'm just gonna, but I can say the same thing about a lot of other people in my life that I know.
For sure, yeah.
So it's like the same thing. I would be completely and totally fucking floored if that were true. I would be like, yo, this is fucking insane, and there's nothing I won't come on my platform and say about how I feel about that if it's found to be true. I don't fuck with shit like that. But because I feel so strongly that it's not true, it's crazy to me that somebody's throwing that out there on somebody's jacket. Like, that to me is something you don't play with.
Okay, well then what do you think about some of the videos? Even though, let's go with the 17-year-old that came on stage that said somebody else from OVO picked her out of the crowd, whatever. She said her age. Drake was like, whoa, you're gonna get me in trouble. And seemed like he made the right move when he found out her age, but then continued on and was like, yo, you really gonna get me in trouble? I felt your breasts and all. This was all after she said she was 17. Is that just a mistake or is that a red flag?
I'm gonna go on the side of a mistake than a red flag because of it was part of this. It was on stage at the show in that moment, so I can understand that. Now, if this was something that was at dinner, chilling at a table, and that happens, then it's like he got that. That's what you be doing at dinner, like. But on stage,
bro.
That's part of the show. I kind of, again, I'm not saying it's right. So that's what I'm saying on the side of mistake. I'm not gonna say that's a red flag and this is what he doing, this is his bag, and no, like I'm not gonna go on that side of it.
I don't think it would warrant a full "this man's a pedophile" and a rhyme it and make it a #1 record, but it was a little weird. After he found out, in the beginning, I was like, oh, how would he know? At first, I didn't know why people were outraged in the beginning of the clip. I was like, well, if he didn't know, this is some Akon shit. Remember when Akon got in trouble and he was like, this is a 21+ club. The fuck is security letting this girl in for? It was the after effects where I was like, all right, I kind of see what people are saying. He knows the age. Why are you doubling down on the freakiness?
Well,
So that raises flags with people. And when someone has something that rhymes that well and you have at least one bit of video evidence, the court of public opinion is going to be very difficult to turn around, especially when the girl, and I'm not saying Drake put her up to it, or UMG, or her employer.
That's just so
I'm just
annoying.
saying, she didn't really clean anything up. Her just saying, I didn't feel violated. Cool. We didn't say you did in the beginning. We just said he was a little freaky and weird after he found out your age.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So back to my original point of, I don't really know how this can be cleaned up for Drake, no matter how much controlled damage he does with it. He could break, every girl could come out like,
I don't think it's no damage though. Like,
the only way in this world, unfortunately, is just go make good music, and hopefully people will forget, which is fucked up, but that's the world we live in. Go make another good movie. We forget about the nasty actor.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kendrick played it so well because it's the court of public opinion, which we've learned doesn't abide by the due process.
There's no due process with
it's
the
just-
court of public opinion.
It's just if there's enough speculative evidence, there's
Damn.
enough dots
I
to
shoulda
connect
got
this
it.
that there could be
I
some.
got the
part of
wrong one.
truth
I
that's
thought it would let me
lying.
go back in.
Hammer it. And I think that's exactly what
I
Kendrick
should have
did.
known they were gonna
So
lock me
Kendrick
out.
doesn't have anything there.
I'm not saying Kendrick.
I'm just asking.
No. I mean, now inversely, we can have the conversation about the video coming out of the employees, the security team at the Hard Rock in 2014, and the woman is saying, I shouldn't be saying this. Kendrick beat up this woman, her face is all bloody, all that shit. Look, that seems like more hard evidence. Like that seems pretty concrete. So yeah, but again, does Kendrick respond to that on the record? I don't know how that plays out. Obviously that at the time didn't take a legal route. So it seems like they internally figured it out.
Nothing
So-
with Drake took a legal route.
No. So they're both, it's just kind of stuck in this space.
But Drake has to clean up and do damage control.
I mean,
I think since that video has resurfaced,
What do we find
I
more
said-
believable? Out of these two, and it's nasty that we.
that's
gotta
a yeah.
dissect
Like
it. It's nasty.
I don't
we
even
gotta
want to
dissect
like
it.
have
But
that
I'm just
combo,
saying-
but I
no,
get
but
your
I'm just saying,
question.
it's out there. We just consumers of the music at this point. We just talking about what we heard.
I don't know either of these gentlemen. I really don't. I've had a few conversations with Drake. I don't know.
Okay.
him.
If
So I'm
this
saying,
was, say this was a guy named fucking Dante and a guy named fucking Aaron.
Dante,
right?
all right, who's Dante and who's Aaron?
Dante. They're saying Dante.
Where's Dante from?
They're saying Dante is a pedophile, right?
Oh, that's great.
He's a fucking rap superstar. They're like, oh, he's a pedophile, right? And then they're saying Aaron beat his fiance up.
Why do we need to speculate?
I'm just
Can we
saying, like,
use them?
let's just say we could just remove the names from it.
Can I
What
give
do you think is a more believable act?
Can I give you a very political answer that
Why you want to go? This ain't CNN. This is R&M.
It's the
What's
truth.
up? What we doing?
Nice.
This ain't CNN. What we doing? We ain't gotta be political here.
judging by
What do you think is a
judging
more
by
believable
history
thing?
and percentages, both of them are guilty.
Oh, see. No. When is the last time? Okay.
So-
you talking about
We're going-
you talking about just in the scope of the shit that happens in the world. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm talking about
By the numbers, if you
I'm
will.
talking about a fucking pop superstar
Listen, I don't want to put.
being a pedophile.
I don't want to put.
Have we seen it before? They tried it with somebody else that was a pop superstar. Never found nothing.
Fair. You know,
I'm just saying,
what side I am on there?
where we going with this? Where we going?
I'm Mike Jack Prince. Yeah, no, it's a lot of comparisons happening in the history.
I'm just
But
saying.
I'm
Where
not
we
putting it
going?
on every rich, famous person that they are a pedophile, but we have seen in the last 10 years that there is a community amongst the elite that is a little fucking petty. And I don't mean.
Violate.
And I've ran into my fair share of pedophiles as we've joked on this podcast. They were not rich and famous. Matter of fact, they was broke, drunk, and nasty.
Yeah, that was like the tubies of the pedophiles.
I don't even know if I put. They didn't even have a channel. They didn't have a YouTube account.
They're the street team?
yeah.
They had a flip cam, maybe.
Yo, molesting somebody with a flip cam is wild. Yo, turn around. You see, you had to flip the phone, had to hold it up like that.
And then how long it would take to upload that footage? You're dedicated.
That's not fun.
But-
man. Stop.
It's cool. Listen, I like the route Drake took.
Oh, I
Which
thought
is
you was
more
about to
factual.
say something else.
Oh, all right.
When he said, I like that.
That's because you hang with OVO. That's why.
No, I thought you was about to say some
That's
old
why you
other
thought it was
shit.
going there.
No, you said I like, and I was like, wait, where's it going?
Where were you in 1996?
Something in Manhattan. I don't know.
Judging by the numbers, yeah, it's not that crazy to think that someone rich and powerful could end up in a fucking pedophile ring. Ask Ryan Garcia.
I understand
Now,
that. I understand that.
I don't think it's crazy to think,
I'm talking about
numbers-wise,
coming
that
from.
somebody would beat their wife, because that's very fucking common. So no, I don't think it's crazy to hear, unfortunately, anybody in the world, if you found out that they beat their wife.
I'm talking about artists, superstars
especially
of this caliber coming from rap. When have we ever seen that?
Dr. Dre is on record of one of the biggest women abusers ever. I know no one will say it. I know everyone's scared to say that.
But he's not a rap superstar, bro.
Dr. Dre was not a superstar. He's a billionaire. He was the first billionaire in this space.
Rap.
Just because he had a ghostwriter?
Rap. Dr. Dre is not a rap superstar, bro.
What?
He's not. He's not a rap superstar. What are you talking about?
He did the Super Bowl.
Well, he's a hip hop superstar. Is that what you're just saying as a lyricist?
I'm talking about as a rapper. As a rapper, I don't understand why I
Why
gotta
is
come
that
on here.
important to the conversation? Like the argument that you guys are having. Why is him rapping important to the conversation? He's still a superstar.
Because I'm talking about a rapper, a rap superstar.
Whatever, bro.
Not somebody
I told you,
that's
I can't get
huge in
past this
business,
fucking
a business
O'Shannon's
mogul,
bullshit,
one
bro.
of the greatest producers ever. I'm talking about somebody that is strictly an artist.
That has
That's
beaten
from
their
rap,
life.
from hip. I'm not. No, I'm just saying. When have we seen?
That's what I thought you were
When
getting
have
at.
we seen any of those guys actually be found to be a pedophile?
Oh, I don't. None that I know of.
So,
oh no,
back
African
to my-
Bambaataa, the
back
fucking
to-
the creator, if you will, of this shit, is
Okay.
a known pedophile.
Okay, that. After that,
Isn't Diddy being charged right now with sex trafficking to underage girls?
I don't know if it's of underage girls. I really don't.
I don't think it's underage girls. I don't.
The one girl, didn't she say she was 16 or
If you're
17
sex trafficking, do you really draw the line at age? That's kind of where I'm at with
But do
it.
you know what sex trafficking is?
Yes, I get it that there's like
I know the
nuance to it.
loophole. If you fly a girl in and have consensual sex, you're sex.
Yeah, technically.
I know the loophole, but I don't think that's what was going on over there. In some cases,
I'm just saying we've never seen. If we have, it's very few and far between. If it goes from being a pedophile or being an abuser to
Okay.
their spouse partner.
So you're
We've seen
saying
more of that.
numbers wise.
Yeah, I'm going
it's
back
more
to keyboard
likely.
and
I'm just
mouse
saying
after
we've seen
this,
more
because
of
it's just
that
not.
than we've seen that. Not saying we've never seen that.
I mean, you could blame it on the
I'm just saying
boons, but I'm not
more
gonna blame it on the
commonly,
boons. I'm gonna
you
blame it
get
on my
stories
gameplay.
of physical abuse on their spouses.
because that's more common in the world. Like we're trying to put a microscope
Okay, so
on hip hop, which is unfair to hip hop,
Right.
because the world is way
But we just talking about this
crazier and
moment.
shittier
Just
than
talking
hip hop
about the
could ever
things
be.
that we've been told in this moment.
And I'm saying
breaking that
by
down.
numbers, there's probably more wife beaters than there is. This is such a nasty conversation.
But
we're
this is
having right now.
this is what we've been presenting.
And this is what I told the Washington Post. Once the dust settled, we were about to have a conversation that was going to be so nasty.
This is what
that
we've
I
been
didn't wanna
presented
have.
with. That's all I'm saying. That's why I said what I said in the beginning of this episode. That to me, putting that on somebody when you don't know if that's true or not is some of the craziest shit ever. That's all I'm saying.
But also don't say in the same breath that I beat my wife if I did not beat my wife.
True. I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that.
And I mean, you know.
I thought it
the
was
kid thing.
all fairs and rap battle.
Oh no, it is.
I'm
still on that side. I'm on that side no matter
Not
what.
when it comes to shit like calling somebody.
So there are
pedophile.
rules in rap battles.
In life. Just throwing that on somebody. Yo, he's a pedophile. What?
No, but he didn't just
Not
say
crazy
it,
that
Paul.
is?
Like he said it because there was enough.
Is there
evidence.
enough?
There was enough. There's enough that it's been the crux of this whole thing since it came out. Is he? Is he not? If there wasn't anything plausible that people could see in Drake that this might not be true, this would have gone away so fast. There's a reason why it's still hanging on.
I think the thing was, or what I thought in the beginning was, because people were saying Drake likes young girls. I think people took that because a young girl could be a 21, 22, 23-year-old.
It could still be a groomer. It's not.
Yeah.
pedophile, but it's-
I'm just saying, a young girl could be 22, 20. That's a young girl to somebody that's 35, 30,
100%.
34, 36 years old.
I think he's 37.
Whatever he is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that could be considered a young girl.
Mm.
So I think when people hear that, they automatically go to underage girl or a fucking minor. And it's like, no, if I'm 34 and I like a 22-year-old, I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, but the goalpost, like the shift happens, like if you have an affinity for younger women, so then just do the math. So if Drake's 37 and likes women that are 20, okay, well when he was 25, he probably liked women that are
I'm not giving you that. I'm
like
not. See, now
17.
now you sound crazy.
No, I'm just saying, like if your
Now you sound crazy,
thing is
bro.
younger
Now
women,
you sound crazy. Now you
it's just
sound
because
crazy.
he's getting older now. He has the luxury of
Now you
picking
sound
a
crazy.
21
Solving
year
for
old.
X for
Yeah, like, what
pedophiles
are you
is
talking
crazy.
about, yo? You sound crazy
E
as fuck.
equals
Alright,
MC
bro.
squared of when
Fucking ask
When he was 25, he was 50. He liked girls that. What are you talking?
I don't know everything about pedophiles. I just don't think it like works in a stagger that
What is that? That's not that.
I think if you
breaking
like
it down like that
children,
I'm
is
saying
crazy.
if your thing is younger women, when you're 23, you probably don't want to be with a 21-year-old girl. You probably want to be with a woman that's a girl that's 17, 16, because you like that dynamic of being that much older than your person that you're with. That's my point. So when you're 37, she's 20. I'm 17 years older than her. Yeah, it's legal, it's cool, but like, yeah, she's still young as shit. But like, there's a bigger gap.
then maybe you are.
That's
into,
my point.
Maybe you're into grooming. I don't think that means
Yeah, I think grooming is probably the more appropriate term to use, at least when it comes to this
There we
situation.
go.
Like, I don't think if a
Fuck
60-year-old
you,
likes
Oceanus.
children, when that child becomes 30 and they're 90, they're like, oh, I like them now because they're 30. No, I think they like the child.
By the way, they're calling Metro Boomin Metro Grooming, and I'm sorry, that's fucking
Very funny.
hilarious.
Oh, his
Why are they calling him
his
that?
old tweets.
So Metro's old tweets popped up, and they're nasty. Even in the wild west of Twitter,
But didn't
they're a little crazy.
wasn't he young when he tweeted all this shit?
These are all from 2011.
Some of them he
2012.
was underage, but
Oh, so I just see 2011, 2012,
Just-
14.
Yeah, just a couple. She might be young, but she ready.
that's a good lyric.
No, though, what was
In 2014, he said she might be young. How old was Metro Boomin in 2014?
But also, who's young? Like, who's
That's
he talking
also
about?
an Alicia Keys song written by Drake.
Swag.
If we're being real, that might be young when I'm ready.
Out of context, these all look. I mean, they don't look great at all. But like, out of context, who knows what the fuck he's referring to here?
And there was
That's
some
also
nasty,
probably another
but-
lyric. Got your little sister on the molly. She done ran through the whole squad. Like, I'm sure you just didn't randomly think that at 11 a.m. It's probably a lyric.
There was like a Miley Cyrus one that kept popping up. Like he was like
No, that was
Mac Main. That was Mac Main.
That was Mac Main. That was his
kept
rollout.
tweeting about, yeah.
His rollout was Miley Cyrus turning 18. That was nasty.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, like aside from this conversation that I'm glad we had, but it was weird. I don't think anyone else is gonna have that combo, and I'm happy we did. But where does this go now? Now that we're talking about the rebrand and how he's gonna come back, pause. Is Drake putting out more music? I fully believe that he is not done here. I think he saw the reply to.
Do you think Drake is never gonna put out music again?
No, I mean in regards to this.
Oh.
Like direct, not just mentioning it on an album. I think he saw the reaction to Hard Part 6. I don't think he feels the best about Hard Part 6 because I don't think he felt great making it. I can hear it. Knowing Drake and how he still holds on, he just pushed 3 years after he said he was done. Like unwarranted for no reason, just because that's who Drake is, and I like my rappers petty, and I like them to never forget shit.
Right.
I think we have a lot more Drake music on the way very soon.
I think that's a fair assumption. I mean, I think that in this moment, artists of these two, their caliber, I think this only gets them inspired creatively, and I think their minds are just on a wheel. They're thinking, they're writing, they're listening to a bunch of different music. They're creating, obviously,
it's
records.
37.
So yeah, I think that this energy rolls over into album, EP, something like that. Definitely with some of this energy still attached to it. I just think that the sequence and the cadence of this thing changed, and I believe Drake is no longer like, all right, I don't care what he's doing over there. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make what I'm making. I'm gonna create what I'm creating, and I'm gonna drop that when I want to drop it, regardless of what he's doing.
So
He could put out 2, 3, 4, 5 records this week. I'm over here creating this.
So kind of what Kendrick's strategy was.
I don't know if that was Kendrick's strategy. I think Kendrick obviously prepped. Again, going back to the beginning of this thing, we knew that Kendrick his tour was over in 2022. I believe. He hasn't been really active since then, so he obviously had more time to prep for this thing. He had more time to think about it and to think about other different angles and how he was going to come out of this, parlay that into his album and things like that. I think that Drake coming off of tour and jumping right into this, like I said, he would have to become a different person because this is a battle mode. This is not just Drake creating songs that he thinks the world is going to love and accept. This is tailored for exactly specific individuals. It's a different energy that comes with this music. And I think that he's still in that mode of creating. I just think that he's no longer releasing it as this is a shot, this is a
This is
missile.
a direct. All right.
This is gonna be a complete thing. Because even if you listen to Family Matters sounds like a record that would be on a Drake album or a Drake project.
Yeah, the beat for sure.
You know what I mean? Like the music changing up the way it did. That sounds very familiar coming from Drake.
I'm not even saying battle mode per se or timing. I'm saying Kendrick's strategy of no matter what Drake says or does, I'm sticking to what I'm doing over here. After Family Matters came out, Meet the Grams, 7 minutes later, no matter what he says. After that, Not
Oh
like
no,
us.
it was,
I'm not.
it was
I'm not.
mattered. It was mad. It mattered what he said. It definitely mattered what he said.
It goes back to our
Because
conversation.
Meet
What I
the
was
Grams
saying.
wasn't working. That's why not like us came.
It did what it was
What?
supposed to. It stepped on an amazing.
No.
And that,
track.
but that's all it
Not
did.
place.
Let me
Not like
finish.
us is the
Let me
better
finish.
music.
But did you, to our conversation last episode, Drake over-explaining gave validity. We have not even really addressed Kendrick's allegations because he won't. He's focused on what he's doing. No matter what Drake says, I'm putting out Not Like Us. No matter what, I'm putting out Meet the Grams. I don't even need to hear what he's saying. I'm not going to talk about Dave Free. I'm not going to talk about my wife. I'm only focused on what I'm doing and my shit about you.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, Drake should take that strategy. Don't be so reactive. Stick to your plan of what you want to do. Because clearly Kendrick's not addressing anything, and and Drake is, which has made him look more guilty, unfortunately. I'm giving you perception.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And
So what you're saying with Drake taking a minute and maybe doing an EP or an album or whatever that's focused on, I don't give a fuck what Kendrick is saying or doing. I'm gonna do my shit. I'm gonna shoot at him and focus on my music. That's the strategy Kendrick had. That's where I think Drake should have stayed. After push-ups, I think he should have gotten in his mode of what he thought was he should have done. Even though I can feel for him, if somebody called me a pedo, I'd be sitting there like, well, new strategy.
new strategy.
But if he stayed focused, you keep asking why no one is looking for evidence or is pushing on Kendrick, like, yo, how come he hasn't addressed any of this? If you've seen with every record, he has not paid attention to one thing Drake has said and stayed with the records that he had recorded already. This is my strategy going in, fucking horse blinders on. I'm just gonna post what I have. And it worked.
And last night, Drake posted this to his story.
Shout out to Jeff Davis.
So it's a sequence from a show on Netflix. That's basically it's about a real estate mogul that faces bankruptcy, political and business interests colliding, and it's pretty much him defending his empire until the end. So, with no caption, Drake posts this, and people are saying, and this is what I believe. I think he saw the public opinion, saw that he's losing this. He notices how big Don't Like Us has gotten. Not Like Us, pardon me. And he's not going to make the same mistake he made with Pusha. He has to double that. You have to go at him. You can't disappear and if you let the public call it, you lost. And I don't think he wants to leave it up for people to make that decision. I think he wants to take matters into his own hand. Either win or go down with the ship with the whole home burning.
Yeah, and you can't say this is over the line now. That's why I'm not replying, because you did that the last time, and the line went. No disrespect to 40. I hope your health is great, but dog, this is a way crazier line than mocking MS.
But who? Oh, that was y'all that said y'all felt like he was waving the white flag on the part 6. Because I never felt like
I didn't think that.
I felt like y'all said that Monday.
No,
I felt like he said that in so many words.
Yeah, a few people, that was the theory because he said, you can go ahead, drop all them songs you want to drop, blah, blah, blah. Like basically like I'm
You burnt out.
Yeah, like do what you gotta do.
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna be over here on
over it.
vacation. Like, yeah,
He
I'm
said
done
the
with
shit
it.
getting burnt out. It's
You
burnt
can tell by
out.
his tone.
That, and there were like 3 separate lines on that song in itself where he was like,
Yeah, and I mean, I think that could also be a strategy. When I heard it the first time, I was like, oh, is this his way of kind of doing a psych type of thing? To make it look like this is done, Kendrick can relax, go shoot your Not Like Us video, go focus on that, while I plot over here to make it look like I'm done. I could see that being a strategy. I thought he outright made it seem like, yo, I'm done with this. This was some fun exercise, which was a crazy line to me. Like,
Getting the pen working was a crazy line.
yeah, it all of it felt nasty. This is what you asked for. Now you're like, oh yeah, I guess thanks for coming to the court. Like, I don't want to play.
Like I said, I think the cadence of it is what was like, we're waiting for you. You drop, I drop, you drop, then you drop again, and it's like, because at some point you got to ask yourself, all right, are we supposed to just keep? How long is this supposed to keep? Like, you drop a record, I drop a record, you drop a record, you drop 2 records, I drop 2 records. How long are we supposed to do that?
Would you feel that way if it was flipped? Let's say Drake looked like the victor. Would you be like, well, Yeah, I mean, it's over now.
No, I still would feel because again, if we talking about a rap battle, this has been the most like we haven't seen records I think come like this.
Mainstream wise, underground rap.
So it was
rap
kind of
scene is some shit.
that's they do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But it's kind of
Every
like
other fucking hour, it's like, goddamn.
yeah. So it's like this started to feel like that, and
Yeah.
you know, artists of Drake's Max was like, all right, I'm not going to entertain this book for so long. Like, what are we doing here? Like, so I think that was more so the feeling on Hard Part 6 was like, all right, man, like I'm not gonna keep this isn't gonna go on for another month and a half. Like we're not gonna do this for another month. Like that's the feeling I got. Not I'm waving a white flag, I give up. Like I never got that tone from that record.
Let's go back to, I don't know, 2 months ago when it was the Cole, Kendrick, Drake possibility. And we all agreed that this was great because finally in rap, this will be a rap beef that won't go too far.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna get hurt. It'll stay on wax. Like what a perfect time in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
3 elites. No one's gonna hurt anyone. Everybody knows what time it is. And then 2 days ago, Drake's house gets shot up.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think this has anything to do with the Kendrick and Drake beef, or is this something else that was mentioned on Push-Ups and Family Matters?
I think this was I'm not gonna dismiss it totally not having anything to do with the beef that's currently going on, because the timing of it is just too, you know, it's like you gotta kind of think about that.
The Kendrick theory sounds very far-fetched.
Yeah, but I'm
Very far-fetched.
but I can understand in the height of all of this how somebody would think that and throw that into the mix. Like, yo, could this be a part of this whole Kendrick Drake shit? I understand
but
that.
those
I
are the
don't
same
believe
people that think Biggie shot Tupac.
Right. Like I'm not one of those
You did?
people, but I can understand how easy it is for people to feel that way. I think that this was, you know, just happened to be just a random somebody or some people. It's not hard to figure out where Drake lives if you're from Toronto. And I think they just drove by his crib and just shot at it.
I don't know.
I don't think this was anything deeper than that.
I feel like if like a stan or quote-unquote clout chaser or someone along those lines would have made sure they filmed it so we knew they did it. I think only the crazy fan in this scenario would make sure that they could go to their stan account in that stan community and be like, yo, look what I
I'm
did.
the one that did that.
So that's where I think this has nothing to do with Kendrick or some crazed fan. Not some John Lennon shit. Not trying to save Drake from his innocence.
Right.
I think it has a lot to do with an ongoing internal Toronto thing. I mean, we saw, this is headline news, we're not breaking anything. Cash from EXO's house was shot, last week in LA?
On the 29th of
Which who
April.
the fuck knows, because in the hills,
That happened.
shit is crazy. It's happening all the time. So we don't know if that has to do with anything. But I can see this being more of a Toronto thing than it could ever be a Kendrick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Kendrick, even though he said to Drake's mom, I hope he fucking dies. I don't really think Kendrick wants to harm him.
Yeah, no. I don't get that.
But
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that's putting this on this beef thing. This is definitely something totally separate from that.
But let's speculate that it's an internal Toronto thing. We don't have to put names to anything at all. I'm asking you as a civilian, what stat is that you shot a security guard outside of a mega mansion? Like what type of stat are you getting?
Yeah, because you can't even talk about that stat. Like, who can you even tell that stat to?
And for what?
Yeah,
like you did nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
And prayers to that security guard. I heard he is doing much better.
yeah.
But he probably has a family. He's not sitting there trying to get fucking shot.
Right. I don't think any of these gentlemen are trying to get shot.
Or even involved in this. I'm guarding Drake's house. It's my job.
Right.
Some petty back and forth shit. I had a crib.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it a little weird. And granted, I don't know what happens behind the scenes. I know Toronto can get very fucking dicey in certain places and certain people.
Absolutely.
But come on, what are we doing? Just shooting people's security guards
Yeah,
outside their mega mansion
Yeah. This is where.
because of rap shit.
Right. Yeah. This is where, you know. Again, even though I don't think this has anything to do with the rap, the beef or the battle, but this is where things can quickly, the energy can change quickly and be like, oh shit, now this is something that we thought it wasn't gonna be. You know what I mean? Like you talking about somebody shooting up one of the biggest stars or shooting at one of the biggest stars in the world's house. Like that's fucking insane in itself.
Can I give you my theory? And I don't want to put this on anyone at Exo's jacket or anything like that, but we saw the theories online. Drake said you have no shooters, and then all of a sudden someone shot. Cool. Not anything that I'm bringing to the table. If this does disappear, I think that does give that theory a little bit more credence. That is a very wealthy neighborhood. There's a fucking Ring camera on every last block. I don't care if they got a stolen car, different plates. They're gonna figure out who the fuck did that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And if it ties back to somebody specifically and it disappears, I think that's saying a lot. If we don't really hear from this, and it doesn't end up being just some crazy kid that was just like, yo, let me go do this shit so everyone knows my name.
Yeah.
And there's some type of tie back to somebody else, somebody else, somebody else, somebody else, I think we know who it came from. And I see it disappearing. I don't know if we're gonna get a bunch of. I don't think we're gonna get a bunch of answers.
I don't want shit to go that route. Like I hope it's not. I hope it's not, because that now we just like, all right, like we back to this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like I hope so. I hope it's not that.
Do you think it was Lucien Grange by himself?
Shot Drake's crib.
Listen, man, we found out in paperwork that Jimmy Henchman went by himself during a banquet to shoot up Tony Yayo's mom's house. Yeah. Anything is possible.
Yeah, but Lucien, like no.
Some of these execs do their own dirt.
Yeah, but Jimmy is a different. He was doing that way before the music shit. Like we ain't gotta talk about that.
Reading that paperwork was some of the craziest. Like everyone knew there was a back and forth.
Yeah.
But when you read that paperwork from that snitch, they said, yeah, no, Jimmy left the banquet and said, yo, tell him I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then came back to the banquet.
Different type of guy, man.
But did you see the other theory, speaking of Lucien, of UMG trying to shut this down for Drake's sake, which I think this was debunked, but
Yeah, it was.
we definitely can speculate that UMG is having a lot of conversations of where they want to go with it.
They're both UMG, right?
Yeah, well, Kendrick is licensing, but
It's UMG.
still UMG.
Yeah, I think I believe it. I can see why UMG would want to put it into this. Definitely.
I think they wanted to drag a little bit more because clearly it's profitable, but at what cost?
That's why I'm saying I definitely believe that UMG reached out to both parties and had a conversation. What that conversation was about, what it entailed, I don't know. But I think that UMG definitely, like, why wouldn't they? This is their business partners. Like, why wouldn't they want to intervene at some cost? Whether it's just to kind of gauge what's happening, what's going on, like how long is this thing supposed to go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the energy? Is it turning into something else personal? Obviously, things are being said that can then turn into something else that UMG will probably have to get behind and try to fix. So I think that somebody from UMG definitely reached out and had conversations. Now, whether or not they said, "Oh, stop," or "Yo, chill," or I don't think any of that. I think that UMG definitely reached out and had conversations with both parties to kind of just gauge this thing and understand exactly what's happening and how much longer is this supposed to go on.
I'm not even
Oh
curious
my
of what
God,
high
man.
execs are talking about. More so that, for those that don't know, all the divisions of UMG ended up in one building because the music industry is minimizing as far as employees go. So I would just love to see the person that is working the Not Like Us record be like, we're about to bring it to radio. And then someone from the PR team at Republic is like, you're gonna do what?
Right. Yeah.
We want to work a record that's gonna kill another one?
Yeah.
I want to know what that chaos looks like. But then again, UMG has had so many things on their jacket that they have not given a single fuck about.
Exactly. But this is we know this is
Like Lucien might have walked in, they called him a what? A pedophile? They called me that. I don't care. I mean, they've been caught up in that whole
Oh, I didn't lose my death defiance, even though I almost fucking
Diddy was in
died.
it, Cosby was in it again. UMG execs were in it too. This is nothing new. They've never really given a fuck about a moral standard, so I don't know if they care at all to end it.
Nah, they definitely care to end it. I don't think that's what that call was about. I think that call was probably just a temperature check.
Where are you gonna take it?
Yeah, like where's this going? What's happening? But I don't think that they're trying to intervene and stop because they feel like Drake is losing, whatever it is, and Drake is losing, so UMG jumped in to stop it. Like, I don't think that that's what happened. I think that these are both vested interests of UMG, and they're just checking in on these artists.
Is Drake compromised because he has even more invested interest with UMG? Let's say hypothetically he finds real evidence, not just a chick from Hard Rock Cafe talking about some Kendrick shit. He finds real evidence or real statements. Does he consult with UMG or just put it out?
Nah, he puts that out.
You gotta put that shit out.
Is that
Fuck
relationship?
UMG.
Because I'm sure Lucian and Drake are much closer than Kendrick and Lucian. We know it's a way different relationship there. Top probably has a better relationship with Lucian than Kendrick. I don't know if Drake does that right away. I really think he has to have some type of conversation with his partner.
I think it's the opposite.
Where it
I
stands
think
right
he does
now,
it, and
you
Lucian
gotta
hits
put
him
it
with
out.
Lucian hits him with the Julian line. Come on. He calls Drake
Come on.
like, come on.
It's just a distribution deal, but come on.
Why would you put that out? Like, that's, I don't think Drake is talking about, yo, I'm about to put this out, and fuck it, you guys are not. He's gonna drop that shit, and then the text messages and the emails will come in after that.
Yeah.
Lucian, we'll get him some more therapy. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Where it stands, I think Drake's dropping next. Do you guys have any thoughts on like what's to come in terms of like releases?
I think similar to what.
Well, I think, not to cut you off, Rory, but to cut you off. I think that, I don't think Kendrick is dropping anything, because Not Like Us is what they're working right now.
Yeah, I think he's shooting the video. I think
No,
he
I
has
agree.
clips ready in case Drake drops, but
But he's not releasing anything until.
I think he's ready. He doesn't need to drop because he's clearly up. So I think it's in Drake's court still.
I don't think Drake is dumb enough to think one record could change this. I think he's recording multiple, and he's gonna drop all those at the same time. I don't think Drake handles criticism well, which I think is why he's such a great artist. After For All the Dogs, he got a lot of flack, said I was done, walked back in, said, Noel, I'm not retired anymore. Here's 7 more fucking Conductor records. And guess what? Won me the fuck over immediately.
The best.
I did not like For All the Dogs. That Scary Hour shit is incredible to me. Won me over like, all right, I was wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only way, when I've been thinking about this the past few days, when people weren't dropping, I was like, all right, Drake's probably recording 3 songs a day. And he's gonna pick the best however many of that, and we are gonna get a whole package of records. And then Kendrick's gonna have to deal with that. And I think Drake is gonna have 2 just on the side just in case.
Yeah, again.
One's gonna have a hit.
Changing the cadence of the thing, of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I think is what Drake is gonna do next. Just change it. Like you said, focus on what he's doing, what he's working. Fuck if Kendrick is putting out records and when he's putting them out. You go in your back cave, create your piece of art and give it to the people when you feel like it's done and you're ready to give it to people.
Before we move on, because I know it's been almost an hour, but this is what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't
our
think
life.
anyone's complaining.
I wanted to bring up a theory last episode. I forgot, but I did tweet it. Do you think there is a world where the mole is actually the opposite, and Drake was fed misinformation about the Dave Free and Whitney kid situation?
No. I think you got your aluminum foil on, but no.
Because where does one find out that information? I'm speculating. Because I could see a world where somebody could feed that to Drake, because it sounds like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but what if this is something that he's known or heard for a few years?
True, I mean, I know everyone speaks within,
And somebody sent the mole 3 years ago?
but I do think Drake, even though I've been giving him shit, is calculated and doesn't really move on shit unless he knows it to be a fact. I think he's proven that in his career and done very well at it. I think he would need more than just industry gossip to be like, yo.
no, that's not. He's not.
And the fact that he was sitting on that and that was his nuke and he thought it was going to go better than what it did, I feel like maybe a mutual friend could have confirmed that to Drake with the purpose to mislead him.
I think that's part of why the perception of who's up, who's winning or not right now, is because I think Drake is operating off of that. Like, I'm not saying shit unless I know it's a fact.
Yeah, where
And
in a rap battle,
in a rap battle,
unfortunately,
people don't even care about what the facts are.
Yeah.
It's just whatever they think sounds good or
Whatever
you know,
sticks.
Whatever sticks. People looking for a reason to like, yeah, fuck him. We never liked him anyway. Whatever it is. I think that that's what matters more than beef. Where I think that in a honorable but like maybe not so beneficial way, I think Drake still was approaching this with integrity. Like I'm not gonna.
I see integrity within a rap battle.
Within
I'm
a
gonna
rap
say some
battle.
wild shit about you, but at least it's true.
But it's gonna be true. You gonna say wild shit about me that's not true, but people are gonna, sing to it and jump up and down to it. Okay, cool, whatever. That's where I think this is. I think that he had a little integrity, little bit of more morals, and saying I'm not gonna put something on somebody if I don't have enough to believe that this is 100% true.
And I'm in the middle of that where I don't know who's telling the truth. I think both people need to prove it, or both people don't. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know these people. I'm not going to say one side is saying facts and one isn't, because I really have no fucking idea. I'm on, all right, this is sticking and this is not sticking, because I really don't know y'all.
Yeah.
And on the other end of that, one of Kendrick's friends from Compton, who's featured on To Pimp a Butterfly album cover, did respond to your clip, Maul, and say that not only confirmed that there's a daughter, but she just celebrated her birthday. They have photos of her, but they're worried for her safety to put any information about her.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that was on Kendrick's album cover?
I think it's T-Row.
No, they were talking to T-Row.
They were talking to T-Row.
He said Drake has a daughter?
They're tripling down. They're confirming that it's true, but it's more of like we don't want to put it out for a safety issue.
You want to play the clip or no?
Yeah, we can play it. There you go, because they play Maul's clip in it. So I'll skip Maul.
And he's going for it. In my brothers, we been in it, girls. You've been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York. She's not. Let's talk real shit. All this 11-year-old daughter shit y'all talking about.
I really don't think this is as crazy as people made it out to be.
Family Matters it's a better rate. Get the fuck out of here.
Family Matters is probably the best song in this whole
It ain't no problem. That's releasing this entire.
Alright, so here's the reaction.
See, that's when we gotta get in. Hey, I'm saying
Oh, he said you gotta get out.
I don't think they was really being serious.
this to the world. That girl just had a birthday. That's all I'm gonna say, and that ain't her in the video.
We know that already. He didn't bring nothing with that.
With what?
That's not her in the video.
Oh yeah. No.
No, I think he's addressing like when you said that he had pictures of the little girl like trolling you in the video. When it was like those pictures have been there for years.
Yeah, and I didn't want to cut you off because you was cooking, but that was debunked. Those photos had been at that spot since 2021.
That wasn't.
So that wasn't like a Easter egg of like that's the girl.
Okay.
But
I stand corrected.
But they're suggesting that the girl does exist and she just had her 11th birthday.
Let's finish real quick.
You a fan.
Family Matters is not the best song throughout the beef.
Do y'all realize that these is all California niggas?
Of course, it's back on Fig.
Like they supposed to look like.
Been on back on Fig.
Yeah, they supposed to like the record. Shout out to T-Rail.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, they're close to TDE and are suggesting that that's not cap. Like no matter what Drake says, everybody is aware within that circle. And I'm not saying Kendrick couldn't be feeding people the same shit. The same way we've accused Drake of feeding the media with certain narratives, I think Kendrick's been doing it too. I think they've all been using bots. They could be feeding Fig that information. I don't know. But they are suggesting that that is 100% true.
Yeah.
I also just don't think it's as crazy as everyone else, because I think a superstar could have an 11-year-old kid he doesn't know about.
I don't think so.
Especially when he already it's not just the bomb. It's like it comes with weight to it. Like he already did the route of hiding a kid. Like there's plausible. It makes sense. He did it once.
But why
wouldn't
you
he do it again?
Kid, though?
He did, Maul.
He did not know if that kid was his during that battle. Like, I don't understand how y'all not comprehending.
I think he knew
was in
at
the
that
middle
time.
of a paternity.
He had to have known.
Bro, what do you?
The point. It doesn't matter.
Where do you
It
grab
doesn't
this
matter. By the
information?
time we learned who Adonis was, he was why wouldn't this have all been figured out long before then? Why did it all spark because Pusha T got some info?
It didn't spark. It was going on. It was a paternity shoot going on. He was trying to figure out if that was his kid or not. That was information that was given to a woman that had a relationship with Pusha as well. But he did not know definitively if that was his kid or not yet. Like, I just don't understand how people don't know that part of it. Like,
I don't know the timing of that. I thought he knew at that point, but was just not ready to tell everyone, which would have been fine.
which would have been fine.
And
Totally
like
fine.
I said last episode, he may know about this 11-year-old. It could be true and had an agreement with that child's mother that this one is going to be hidden. I don't want anything to do with what the fuck is going on with your life right now.
Yeah.
I don't see that. If you have a kid, at this point, what does it matter if you have another kid?
Because that mother or that side of the family could be like, nah, be part of her life, but we don't want to be in the mix of this entire thing. We don't want to get caught up in this. Be in her life, but don't promote it.
I just feel like this dude is too big of a star for people not to know if he really has a kid or not. I don't see you being able to hide that for 11 years, 12 years. I just don't see that.
Bruce Jenner did it for as long as I can remember. I didn't even know he had a whole other family.
Yeah, but you also not. Bruce Jenner's not a fucking star the size of.
He ran away from that family immediately.
I see. I get it.
I was probably like 28. I think Bruce had became Caitlyn when I found out. I was like, oh, he has like 7 other kids.
Yeah, but that's
Brody
been
and-
enough.
I only know about Brody.
Shout out to Brody.
And that's because like Eve put a camera in
Brody,
their face and they
Crody,
were
are
like,
we
you're a
putting-
part of this shit too.
Putting shit together here?
No, we're not putting it together.
No, you're not seeing the.
No.
Okay.
But I just think that
21
that's
was
wild
right
that
down the
people
street
really
from
think
Cali.
Rick has a 12-year-old daughter.
11.
I just don't. No, I don't see that. I don't see that being real. I
11.
don't see no star that big being able to hide a kid for 12 years. I don't see that.
Oh, man. What?
I mean,
I just don't see it. Especially when you already have one that people thought you was hiding. You think they wouldn't have been found that other one by now?
okay, let's go off the rumors of Hove paying certain people to just keep it under wraps.
That's my rumors and shit. I just,
It's a
bro,
thing,
this is
though.
not the National Enquirer, bro. I'm not going to entertain gossip and shit on fucking random blogs, bro. That's not real.
But what if the kid looks just like and is from like the same neighborhood?
I can't entertain shit like that, bro. I don't read the National Enquirer. I don't.
I don't know if that was in the Enquirer per se, but
What?
maybe page 6.
Definitely an Enquirer.
Page 6.
All right, well, the future remains to be seen. Bad segue.
Terrible.
But I mean, we're looking forward to see what happens with the Drake and Kendrick thing. But then we're moving on to Future and Gunna.
Right.
So I was doing a news segue.
I got it.
The future.
I got it.
Wasn't sure it went over your head.
No.
Wait, everyone's been breaking down lyrics. I wasn't sure.
I don't need it.
You don't need a Rob Markman for this one?
There was a Gunna at Drake's house.
Got you.
See?
Come
I
on.
thought you said not. See? I thought that's what you just said.
All right. Anyways, Future and Gunna are going back and forth.
Oh, God.
How did this start? This is not my
This-
expertise, so
this is
I'm
what
fine coming in here
happens-
without information.
This is what happens when, you know, beef is going on or like, you know, a battle is happening. Then you get people in the crowd that's be like, yo, but what he laughing at? He laughing too hard.
Yeah.
It's that type of shit. This is that.
How do I
moment
insert
that
myself
happens.
into this?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, side note, we don't have to talk about it. I do want to see Game and Ross go back and forth, but neither here nor there.
I do too.
On records?
We predicted that years and years and years ago,
Yeah. I don't know.
and we could finally settle our dispute.
I don't know if we.
Game going to
You got Game watching
is
him?
going to tear him up. And I love Ross, but nah.
I would.
Game different, bro. Ross can make better music. I'm not arguing that,
Yeah.
but that's a different arena. Game is gonna tear Ross apart. You see, Ross has been quiet. He'll be loud with Drake, but with Game, nah. Ross is old enough. He knows.
I want to see that.
You guys think
Just so we could get some game records with that energy on it.
you guys think Kendrick dropping 4 songs in 2 days was crazy?
Yeah.
Game is gonna drop 50 records in 1 day.
Yeah.
He's been writing about Ross his whole career.
His whole life.
So I actually hope to see that one manifest itself on record.
It'll
But-
be good to get some game records.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, Game disses people for no reason. If he has a reason, it's gonna go left.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, can someone inform me about this Gunna and Future thing? This is not my wheelhouse. Well, I thought they were friends. I thought Atlanta was. Kendrick said Atlanta's all together. He said that they're all there to just take the sauce.
Yeah, I didn't know what this. I didn't know about this until.
I want that strength.
This is like
fucking one.
residual falling out from the Thug trial, and I think Future's caught up and feels a way about Gunna being out while Thug remains in this situation. I think there's still some division amongst that whole crew.
Why didn't he just say that before then? Because he has a mixtape coming out and Gunna has an album he's gonna say it? Why didn't you say it before?
And they're both dropping tonight.
It's giving PR
Yeah.
to me.
They're both dropping
Yeah.
tonight.
They probably friends. This is probably nothing.
So
I'm sure Gunna's fine with all the Thug is inside jokes and was like, Future, just say something, I'll say something back. I think this is just behind the scenes bullshit.
I mean, I wouldn't say bullshit, but it's not gonna hurt the situation.
Yeah, I think they are in cahoots,
I
as
don't
the
know
whites
about
would
that.
say.
I don't know about cahoots, because I don't
It's
think
back and
Future
forth.
Future doesn't need that. Not right now.
Nor does Gunna, but I think they're both a little worried if these were the release dates, what they have to deal with. The fact that they're dropping music right now is brave of them. With not knowing what's about to happen between Drake and Kendrick, I wouldn't drop an R&B song right now. I wouldn't drop shit. Taylor is shook right now.
Yeah, she's still number one.
Yeah, nah, she's not losing no sleep over this shit.
Taylor Swift would have definitely moved her album release if it was happening this Friday.
Nah.
Nah.
Why she would have moved it?
I think this is pretty fucking big with Kendrick and Drake going back and forth.
You
I think this is the only thing that could
So,
ever get
if
Taylor
Taylor had
Swift
an
to
album
move.
coming out tonight, you think she would move it?
I think she would have been moved it if they had that on the calendar before we knew.
Didn't her album come out the same day as Futures and Metros? That started this whole thing? I'm pretty sure.
What point would that be?
No, I'm just saying. It's the best.
I don't think it was the same day. No, I don't think it was.
Even if it was, who cares? I'm saying
Two different audiences.
if Taylor had this date and had not announced it, I think she would step back for a second. It's a lot going on.
I don't think so. I don't think her audience is at all impacted by what's going on.
Well, looking at Gunna's track list, we have what do we have here? 20 records, a couple features, few features, one from Offset, and then Leon Bridges and a Roddy Ricch feature.
Roddy Ricch feature.
Oh, Normani as well.
What is Roddy Ricch been up to?
I miss him.
Me too. I like Roddy, but he just had a few duds. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. He said they were duds. I've been waiting for some new Roddy music. I think it's possible to put out a dud and still be great. So I'm excited to hear the Roddy joint.
It's also hard to, when your debut album is that good with that many hits, it's hard to top it.
I mean, the second one just fell
Oh my
flat.
god, I'm really poisoned.
Like it just wasn't good, which he said in an interview. I'm glad he took this time to just step aside and make people miss him. But Gunna coming back this quick is kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, to say the least. I mean, I'm sure he was just.
But this is a mixtape though, right?
No,
No, his is an album. Futures is
Future has put out fucking three albums in 2 months.
Yeah.
He's cooking. But he's one of those that I think has 1,000 records on his hard drive that he forgot about. And then one night they plug it in and they're like, oh, we should put this out.
Yeah, let's just empty this out. Yeah.
So I think a mixtape makes sense. I think doing the second joint with Metro was also clearing out what they had. Let's just get the rest of the shit out the way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, not really my thing, but I'm gonna listen.
I do think it's safe to say at some point there will be some shots directed Drake's way from the Future mixtape.
I don't know, because I feel like what Drake said on Family Matters deaded their beef. I think we're gonna get Future and Drake music soon.
I'm gonna die.
He said on
Well,
the we've never had a real issue. It was someone else in his ear, and we know Drake to be very petty. So I feel like they had a full conversation on the phone already, and him and Future are in a great place.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one person through this all that I always said it seems like the door and opportunity is still open for them to still work together. It's Future.
Sorry for going back to Kendrick, but since we're on Atlanta artists,
What about my Desta
speaking
finds?
not like us, do you think any Atlanta artist took that offensively?
Took what offensively?
When he was trying to break down that Drake goes to Atlanta to just grab from the culture and take it back, do you think anyone from Atlanta would take that offensively? Like, you think we just let Drake come down here and steal our sauce and then leave? He even was like, yo, 2 Chainz knows it, but he won't say it. Like, if I'm an Atlanta artist, I could see how someone could get offended at that. You saying Drake just came down here and robbed us and then left, and we just sitting here like, no, we like Drake.
It's because it wasn't true. It's not what he did.
But I'm saying, as an Atlanta artist, I could see someone shooting back at Kendrick. What the fuck are you talking about? We didn't let him do anything.
Nah, I'm not shooting back because of that. I don't think that warrants you to shoot back because you didn't like that line. Like, I mean, you could say something about it, but to get in the booth and make a record based around that, that's just like, all right, now somebody else wants to jump in on this shit, and it's just, that's when I'm off it. At that point, I'm just like, once that starts happening, I'm cool.
I think Kendrick got lucky on how that was perceived because he had the momentum and because it was Drake and everyone couldn't wait to call him a culture vulture. That could have went another way. Knowing Atlanta and the pride that they have, that they is well fucking deserved, the Atlanta pride. To say some Canadian came down here and stole our sauce and left it, like, what you trying to say about us?
Yeah.
That scheme could have went.
Like,
Two
you sit
moss.
back and watch that happen.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Atlanta would never let that happen.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know.
Which is why that was just crazy to begin with, but I get it, it's a battle. Say whatever. Fuck it.
Well, either way, the Gunna Future beef is not one I'm really looking towards.
Now hold on now, because when it was Gunna and Thug's album coming out around the same time, we can see where everybody stood on which side was the better project. Who do you think had a better project, Future or Gunna?
Gunna.
Again, because I think it's clearing the hard drive out after the last 2 Metro albums, I don't think it's a fair comparison. I think it's gonna be a lot of throwaway joints on this Future mixtape, and Gunna, I think, put together an album. So I'm gonna go with Gunna. I just don't think it's a fair fight.
I don't know, man. Future.
I like Future
That
more.
Gunna's last album was fire.
Oh no, it was. But I mean,
You think he's coming back this quick with some bullshit?
I think when Future has the opportunity to just make a mixtape and like just let records go, and there's no like, I mean, there's still a direction, it's still like, you know, but it's not so overthought. It's just like joints here.
Yeah.
I think that's tough to beat when you're talking about just a mixtape of Future's records that he just put together. Nah.
Does One of One
That's
have
tough.
the producers yet on Wikipedia? Because Maul had a very interesting point at the beginning of this entire thing when Gunna came out. We saw that clip, and Maul had said, "Yo, I don't know who in Atlanta is gonna work with him. Like, fuck what the public thinks. Is he gonna get features from people in Atlanta? Is he gonna work with Atlanta producers?"
Yeah.
Now that A Gift and a Curse went crazy, he had a #1 record. Seems like people are starting to like Gunna more.
Niggas want to eat, man. Niggas, niggas,
So
niggas
that's why
like,
I'm
I get
curious to
that
see-
beef shit, but it's like, yo, fam, we could bust a bag together, nigga. I don't care about none of that.
I see Normani, I see Leon Bridges, I see where he's trying to go with different sounds, but who's the producers on
Yeah.
the next one?
Well, it doesn't say on the next one, but on his return, Turbo was definitely, it seemed to be the most involved with these records. So, and he looks like he's on at least one of the singles that came out for this upcoming one. But to your point, with a quick turnaround, this album, A Gift and a Curse, came out June 16th last year. So not even a year, we're getting another album.
And one that connected.
Yeah.
Usually people do that when shit doesn't connect.
Right.
So, I'm looking forward to it.
I like Gunna, though. I mean, you know, it remains to be seen if we got to completely do away with him.
He made Damaris cry at the Barclays Center.
That was
Cry. What happened?
Oh no, you said someone was crying.
Well, look at your narratives, bro.
We record this. Didn't you say you were crying or someone was
You
crying?
said you shed a tear.
Oh, I think I did. I think I
I'm
said
not
it was
making shit up.
I think I might have said I was emotional, like seeing his return and everybody like accept him.
Gotcha.
Things like that. Possibly. I don't know. I don't remember that, but I'm open to being wrong. But it was a good show.
Crying to fuck you mean is crazy.
That's like, this person needs some therapy. You're crying to fuck you mean? It's like, all right, what's going on there?
I mean, but what do you mean?
Yeah, but like, but what's going on at home?
But that ass.
Like, what's going on in the house?
Justin Bieber.
I was gonna say S&B.
I mean, that is the entire point of therapy. What do you mean? And sometimes it's fuck you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is
Depending on the
therapy.
therapist, yeah.
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 Yeah, I get it.
Crying at the Gunna show is fucking crazy. Like, yo, what? You could have stayed home. Like,
No, that's the people that need to be there.
like, cry this shit out in the crib, in the shower somewhere, but like, don't come to the Barclays with the cries.
Oh please.
For Gunna? Come on, man.
You definitely cried when Oskino came out one time.
One time.
Wow. To think that.
One time.
What song would it be?
Not my tears.
Yeah, exactly.
You tell me.
Yeah, I'm not fucking crying. Crazy.
Did you guys watch the greatest roast of all time, Tom Brady?
I watch it live.
I watched the highlights.
As someone that has watched pretty much every roast that was on Comedy Central, I was nervous when they titled it this way. I agree with them. This was the greatest roast that ever happened.
Yeah, this is amazing.
3 hours long.
The greatest, though? You haven't seen all the roasts to say this is the greatest.
I've seen sets that are like the greatest. I mean, you can get down to Jamie Foxx on roast, but as
Which
a
one
whole,
was Patrice O'Neal on?
Patrice was on. Oh God,
Whose roast was that?
William Shatner. No, William Shatner might have just been there.
Charlie
Charlie
Sheen.
Sheen.
Oh, now that was the greatest roast of all time.
Charlie Sheen one was crazy. Pam Anderson one was crazy.
Yeah.
Rob Lowe was hilarious.
Rob Lowe's.
The Trump one was, man, that could have been funnier. David
Beavers was very good.
Bieber's was good. But I don't know, when you get into like the Greg Giraldo, Patrice O'Neal phase, that's different. Franco's is pretty funny.
Yeah. I loved this one.
But I think this one,
one was crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, at the height of Tiger Blood,
Couldn't have picked a better time to put him into the fire.
Oh my god.
and no one laughed at my 2.5 Men joke I made on your last podcast.
We probably didn't catch it. It was a lot of screaming.
Dave Free and Kendrick with the kid, 2.5 Men.
Oh, I caught that. I
Yeah.
giggled.
Got it.
I giggled.
I mean, it's not funny if you have to repeat it,
Yeah.
but
That is law.
I lost sleep about it. me and Cole.
All right.
Alright.
We almost made it.
See, look.
Like,
No, we
Look at
almost made it.
Dreamville Festival over
Hey,
there. Look at
I
him.
saw him at the beach too.
No, I was gonna say, you look at my king while you
Yeah,
guys
I saw him at the beach.
while you guys are sitting.
I liked his briefcase with the laptop.
Yeah, beating your wives and beating pedos. Look at our king.
Oh my god.
Beach life.
Best life.
Who took the photo? Who's that with him?
Whitney.
I think the girl was with somebody. Stop. I think the girl was with
Nah.
somebody. I think he was by
Or,
himself.
or was that one of those time cameras with the tripod? I'm just trying to throw the smart on his jacket.
Yo.
Get him into the beat.
Someone said, this is why I love like Colfit. They're so obnoxious. Someone said, now Drake, this is how you take photos with an underage girl.
What?
Exactly. Like, why bring that up?
It's fucking insane.
I hate the internet so much.
I love it.
Anyways.
Cole would be on a beach with a fucking laptop in a briefcase.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
That's
afraid to
exactly
take
what
the
J.
visa.
Cole would be doing.
You don't think that'd be a great place to write?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what he would be doing.
I'm sure a great 32 came out of that in time.
Oh no, for sure. Whatever that shit is plugged into, I know it's some shit for sure.
Writing without Wi-Fi, you know it's crazy.
But it's crazy because I don't want to hear that shit.
Stop.
I don't want to hear
What if he
it.
talks about just reflecting on a beach? It
I don't
doesn't say
want
he's
to
the greatest.
hear that shit, man.
That's fine.
You're bugging.
You don't have
I don't want to hear that shit. I just can't, bro. That's cold, man. He thought he was one of them, man. It's just,
Well, he picked a beautiful spot. This looks incredible.
Oh no, it's amazing. Listen, that's some super cool shit that he doing. Let me be very clear. That is some peaceful. I'm chilling. I'm not with a bunch of niggas. I'm chilling. I'm not mad at that. But whatever he cooking up in that brief, I don't want to hear it.
Whatever he cooking up in that briefcase.
In that briefcase, I don't want to hear what he cooking up in that briefcase. See, that's
He
what
left there with
that's why I'm
15 voice
mad,
notes.
man. Yeah, I just
And you know they try to find what beach that is and shoot it up.
Shooting up the beach.
No, well, after you left.
You know how upset you got to be to shoot up the
You know somebody sprayed up those rocks for
That's
TikTok?
fucking crazy, man.
No, the fans are crazy.
You know,
You haven't noticed that in the last
no
week?
one. Trust me, I've
Yo.
noticed that the last 48 hours. I've noticed it extremely how crazy.
Yo, I think
Crazy.
Insane.
do we owe an apology to the Barbs?
Wow. No, hell no.
The llamas?
I don't know, man.
Baby. The
I'm
llamas
just saying
was
all of
wilding.
us. I think we all need to
Llamas
look
is
in the
new,
mirror.
though. Those is all new recruits. These
No.
niggas ain't real Kendrick
From
fans
the
like
moment
that.
before
They
no,
just don't
before
like
the
Drake.
beef, no, before
That's all it is. man.
before the
They just
beef
don't like
even
Drake. These
started
niggas ain't
happening.
real Kendrick fans like
Before
that.
the beef even started happening, when Like That dropped, the llama fans came out like immediately. You know that he has a gang of them, and they're the worst.
I mean, he sells 400,000 anytime
Exactly,
he walks
like,
through.
He has a fan
Right, no,
base.
he's a huge fan
He
base.
has a stand.
100%, but they're not
How many
like
arenas he has the highest
they're
selling
not
tour?
like how they are right now. These people that are on the shit that they're on the internet right now, these are just people that just don't
No,
like Drake.
they don't like Drake and they're fans of the internet.
Yeah.
They're fans of like just doing what the internet is
Yeah,
doing at the time.
but I'm not
and
talking
saying
about them. I'm talking
we
about the actual fans.
should apologize to the Barbs because we all became Barbs not for the right reasons. Barbs are true and loyal to the soil. No matter what happens, they're gonna act this way no matter what. We've all been acting like Barbs the last week for no real reason.
How?
These aren't our guys.
yourself.
Who's
Yeah.
been acting like a bar?
The whole
Alright.
genuine population.
Yeah.
I've been acting like a bar?
I mean, you screamed. Barbs screamed.
Online?
Like in this room.
I scream at y'all no matter what we talking about, cause y'all just fucking piss me off sometimes with the dumb shit y'all say. I'm a barb for fucking Chris Brown too, like.
I'm saying we're,
Screamed at y'all
we're
about
all
that
Barbs
dumb shit.
now. We owe them an apology. We became them. And
No,
not
I have-
for anything we're really loyal to.
Nah, I'm not online DMing people, cursing them out, so I'm not a part of that barb shit at all. Not my thing. I don't do that. But I'll talk shit here with y'all all day.
Okay, well, back to talking shit and focused on Tom Brady. Favorite sets from the roast? You guys have any?
Nikki,
Yeah, Nikki Glazer was great.
shout out to women.
Yeah, she was funny.
I mean, out of 3 hours, it is tough to say that the standouts were obviously Nikki Glaser.
Yeah. Tony
and Tony Hinchcliffe were incredible. But I think even like the athletes did okay.
Julian Edelman was amazing.
He was hilarious. Bill Belichick, even though you could tell he was nervous as fuck and he was out of his element, killed.
Well, who wrote it for him?
Well, they have anyone, no matter what.
You know, they sent them these jokes.
Oh yeah,
weeks
but
ago.
there's like even with that though, you still have to be able to perform and deliver. Like I was listening to Flagrant because Schultz was recapping this whole moment.
Schultz did great, by the way.
And he
Schultz killed.
But he had the worst set. He closed it. Like by that time, you're crossing off all your jokes. Like how many things can you really say about Giselle at that point?
Mm-hmm.
So like
he smoked it with Gronkowski, Edelman, and one other name. He said that sounds like a law firm, not a receiving corps. And you're gonna need one with your divorce. Schultz smoked that.
Yeah. But he said Edelman and Bledsoe were they were doing spots at the Cellar. Like they were practicing their set. So he said it was cool working with athletes of that caliber. They kind of had the mindset where to become a great athlete, you watch game tape, you do the thing, you see great people doing it, and then you go out there and try it yourself. So they kind of treated this whole experience like that. And he said that's why he thinks they did so well.
That's dope. I mean, because you can write jokes, but if you don't have that timing, that comedic timing, so you need to be on stage a couple times and get those jokes off and understand when the audience is laughing, when you come back in with the next joke. Like it's just so that's dope to know that they actually took time to hit some comedy clubs and work on the material.
And this one being live, I'm not sure because I've never been to a roast live, but some of like the podcasts and interviews I've seen, sometimes they'll redo jokes or redo a set. These athletes had to do that shit live.
Yeah.
That's tough. Mm-hmm. They couldn't take a break to be like, all right, let me reset and do something. So Randy Moss was hilarious. Everyone was great in this entire thing.
Yeah.
Which is rare with roast because sometimes the celebrities really suck, even with the writers that they have.
Yeah.
Like Tony Hinchcliffe used to write for the older roasts, and I think he was on Rogan talking about him writing for Ann Coulter and like how much she would refuse to take any joke that he would write her, and then went up there and bombed like you could not fucking believe. Not one fucking laugh.
Is this the first roast that was on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah, and live, yeah.
Which I hope they keep because I mean, on Comedy Central you could only take it so far.
Yeah.
The Justin Bieber one they tried to push a little bit for cable, but if it stays on Netflix, I think we have a whole new world of roast battle.
Yeah, I mean they let the two of our favorite words because they said they went for it, so it was great. News jokes, everything.
I commend
real.
Kim Kardashian for going, because if I'm Kim Kardashian and I'm going, I'm gonna be the butt of a lot of jokes.
No pun.
That was good.
Nice.
I actually didn't even see. I didn't put that. I'm such a genius. I don't even know my own powers.
Getting frustrated at God, like why do you keep doing this?
You don't even know how to use your own powers. So, I respect her for going. Even though she bombed and they booed, she held it down and laughed through all the jokes about her.
Yeah.
That's commendable.
Yeah.
But they tore Tom Brady the fuck up.
Yeah, and getting like defensive and at a roast and start. That's worse.
The only person I've seen do that was Ludacris at Justin Bieber's roast.
Yeah.
Ludacris was at the end of that day going, I didn't know they were making jokes about me. I thought this was about Justin. Ludacris looked like he had never even heard of a roast in his life. Yeah. He was only there because he was on Justin's first record ever.
Yeah.
And he did okay when he went up. I think he might have went first. And after that was sitting there like, yo, you want to fight? Like, I didn't know this was a joke.
Everybody,
I thought this was a Justin Bieber roast.
Fuck me. Brady did say, and I learned this again from listening. Brady said there were two things that were off limits. It was his kids and talking about the Belichick massage thing. And
well, he did go up to
Jeff Ross
and said, "Don't say that again," like in the middle of it when it was live, which I don't think they cut out because I watched.
No, that was live. They didn't cut that shit.
What did Jeff say?
Jeff made a tag, like a tag joke about the massages.
So, which is true. Tom Brady, when he went to the Patriots, went up to Robert Kraft, and this is a true quote, said, "I'm the best decision that this organization has ever made," which is a true quote. Jeff Ross was quoting that, and then at the end said, "But would you like a massage?" Because Robert Kraft got caught at like a nasty massage parlor in Fort Lauderdale, wherever the fuck it was. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go
That's
there.
still insane when you think about it. Like, as much money as Robert Kraft has,
He was at the
you left your house and your crib to drive to this fucking massage
the
parlor?
thrill, I guess. I think at that point, like, you're so rich, there's no thrill of a whore coming to your house.
Nah.
You got to go to her element.
Nah, man. That's going to the massage trap is fucking crazy.
The
But
massage trap.
when you work for Billy,
But that happened so early in
That
the
shit was
roast.
owned by the Zoes for sure.
100%.
That moment happened so early in the roast that people thought like Tom was kind of threatening to shut down the whole thing after that, because that was a very hard line. Do not mention that or his kids.
Speaking of Edelman, I was watching a clip of his podcast on the way here. He had Drew Bledsoe on. Everyone knows that there was obviously tension with Brady and Belichick, but it's not as serious as people think. The real tension is Belichick and Robert Kraft. That's past Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
That's on site. So they were in the green room, like the whole Patriots team, having a good time. Brady and Belichick were having a good time. Everyone was drinking. Robert Kraft walked in, and they said, yo, the energy in there was fucking, you could rip a piece of paper with that energy. Everyone walked over to Kraft, and Bledsoe was like, well, I was just sitting there because Belichick was telling a story, and if I kept walking, he would have been telling the story to nobody. I didn't even know what Bill was saying. I just wanted to stand next to him because everyone was like, Mr. Kraft, Mr. Kraft.
Yeah.
And Bill he's 10 toes.
Absolutely.
He's not walking across that green room.
No.
And Bill Bledsoe was just like, what were you saying, Bill?
Yeah, I'm stuck here now.
I'm listening.
That's funny.
Edelman has a great podcast, by the way.
Julian Edelman?
Yeah, if anyone is into football specifically or sports in general, Julian Edelman's podcast. Gronk is on there a lot, but it is mostly Edelman's. You were the first, really? Oh,
Yomi was the first
Yomi's
engineer.
alumni. Where do they shoot that at? Okay, I was about to say, it definitely looks like a different set now. Interesting. Well, do we have voicemails?
We do.
You've got mail.
In the spirit of rap beef and everybody fucking the same women, this one falls right into
Rap beef, that's the industry.
true.
That's called living.
Yeah.
There's lots
That's existing in this world.
Fuck with the pod heavy. But I need some advice. So I'm in a weird predicament. My little homie, I haven't seen him in 2-3 years. Asked him to kick it. We both played ball together. I moved. I came back home. Haven't seen him in a while. But I'm in a strange predicament. His girl, right now, used to be, one of my eaters back in the day. We broke it off. Everyone's moved on. How do I tell him that? He's been with her for a while. I have a girl now too. He's talking about maybe having a double date. I don't know what to tell him because I don't want to be corny saying, "Hey, don't talk to her," because how we were moving back then. But I also don't want him just finding out on his own. So what should I do?
This is another easy one to me.
So wait, his friend is now dating one of his old eaters.
Yeah.
And if for those of you listening that don't know what an eater is, that's one of his former head nurses.
And I could tell by his side, it was one of his favorite eaters.
Yeah.
Once he said we parted ways and went on different paths,
Yeah, that means you had to heal. Yeah. You had to heal.
he might be mad at his friend. That's what's really happening here.
That's why he don't know if he want to go or
Like,
not.
damn. You
Yeah,
about to figure out what she like?
Yeah, he don't want his friend to know that he know her. That's what it is.
And a lot of time, never mind. Go ahead. Niggas be like, "Oh, that was my eater." Who's not your eater? Y'all were both having regular consensual sex. Y'all just weren't in a relationship. That was not your eater. Eater is very specific, and you niggas do not be having eaters. Stop. But continue.
Nah,
Yeah,
niggas
just
be
go shit
having
on-
eaters though.
Niggas be having eaters, but not all niggas. Not all niggas be
I'm
having
with you.
eaters.
I'm with you on that.
Y'all
Not
were,
all.
you were her eater too. Y'all were having sex.
Y'all
let's-
was eating each other. 100%.
Yes, y'all were having sex. That was not your eater. It was not you pull up and she just mop you off and you leave.
Not
Like,
everyone
that's-
experienced her real appetite,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. He sounds defeated. He sounds like Drake on the Hard Part 6.
I mean, that's because I think he really liked that
though.
girl a little bit. Obviously, he needs to tell his friend.
Does he?
Yes.
He said he hasn't spoken to his friend in years. They just linked up again.
Yeah. How's it going? I
And
used
him
to
and the
fuck your
girl are him and the girl are serious.
Okay, so we should go on a double date and sit there for that
Yeah,
awkward
once he
experience.
said double date, then it's like, yeah, you gotta tell him, but it's like,
Or just dub the double date.
That could be the other.
Well, tell him before the date, obviously, right? You don't tell him what
You don't do the date period, and you just tell him.
Yeah.
If that's your actual friend, if y'all are not really friends and just ran into each other and was like, yo, we should get up and let's bring the girls or whatever.
That's just talk. You don't have to do that. You don't have to honor that.
I might just be like, yo, I'm busy.
Like me and you could do something on the solo, and then I'll tell you like, yo, fam, you know, shorty with me and her. You ain't gotta. Don't say she's your old eater. Don't do that. But you could definitely be like, yo, we had, you know, we know each other, we dated, or we, you know, we messed around before, like. But don't just go out there like, yo, your girl that you in love with, yo, that was my old eater.
No, don't word it that way.
Yeah, that's a fight. And now you want to fight. Like, I get it.
No, then you're corny.
You still gotta fight.
You're corny if you go to your friend to give him that information, like, yo, that's my old eater. No, you like, yo, just let you know, like, I used to talk to her.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't nothing. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I didn't want you to find out later.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing double dates. He's still gonna be crushed if he likes that girl.
Yeah.
But what's the other alternative?
Oh my god, I almost died
So what do you do in
again,
that
bro.
And we're going off the
Like
hypothetical that
you with your friend.
I haven't seen my friend in a long time.
Right, and you
Do I
with
plan on like still hanging out with him? Is there a reason? Spaces?
I mean, even if you don't hang out, let's say you bump into an old friend and you like, yo, listen, let's hang out, then whatever, and he's like, yo, you know, before we do that, the girl that you with now, me and her have a little history. Like, do you still want to go on the date?
I'm not going on the date, period. I'm deading that regardless of if I'm going to tell him or not. If we continue to hang out...
No, I'm saying you're with the
you're
eater.
him. You're the.
Oh, wait. Okay. No, I
You're
want you to
Mr.
tell me.
Eater.
Yeah, you want your friend to tell you,
Hell
but are you still gonna do the double
But
date?
why would you want your friend? But even if taking out the
No.
double date part, why would you want your
No.
friend
I'm not doing that.
taking out the double
What the
date?
fuck? I had to think about you asking me that question. Of course I'm not doing that. I was like, wait, he really asking me if I'm doing that?
Yeah, I was trying to line you up.
Because then I was like, wait, which person am I here? I'm not doing the double date no matter what character I am.
No, but I'm just saying, you with the eater though.
No, I'm not doing that fucking double date. You fucking crazy?
Yeah, but if you're the guy with the eater, you don't know that your homie used
And
to
he
met.
tells
No,
me,
he
Oh,
tells him.
yeah, no, what? That's crazy.
no fucking way.
Alright, do
Outside
you
of
break
the
up
double
with the
date.
girl?
I don't know.
Niggas don't be wanting
So now I can't. Okay.
Niggas
I was about to say.
I don't know.
That's the stupidest fucking reason to leave somebody. Y'all
Yeah, I don't
always
know.
complaining y'all can't find fucking love, but some nigga you ain't seen in 3 fucking years had some history with your girl, and I was like, you know what? Hey, you were perfect for me now, but you sucked the dick that I know that I was in a locker room.
I'ma
before.
keep
You
it
gotta-
tall. If a chick I'm liking and I find out she fucked one of my homies, it's clipped. It's no way.
But
no way.
what's a homie is what I'm really asking.
Y'all was cool.
That's why I didn't give a
Nah,
real
y'all was
answer.
really close at one point, but then, you know, we adults. We grown, shit happens. I may have moved out of town for a couple years for a job, whatever. I come back to the city, and we bump into each other. And like, yo, what's good? I ain't see you in a minute. Yo, what's up? Let's get up. Let's go. Like, y'all was hanging out tough at one point. It's your boy. Like, yo, this is my man right here.
And this been your
Yeah,
bitch for
sucks.
2 years, and you getting rid of her.
I ain't gonna lie, it's tough, man. Certain
That's
dudes,
weird.
certain dudes, I don't want to say, nah. It's certain dudes, if I find out, yo, that, what?
I'm not talking about certain dudes. I'm
Hell.
talking about a regular stand-up, regular stand-up.
Even some of my friends. Nah, I can't do it.
If
Can't do it.
somebody's gonna be a part of my life during our relationship, nah, I can't.
You can't do
I
that.
can't do that.
There's no way.
If you somebody I
guy's not even
know,
a part of
and
your
I see if I dap somebody, like, yo, I know
but
you
this
was
is like
good.
your real friend, bro.
You don't see each other.
But y'all don't see each other not because y'all not cool. It's like, you know, we adults, we grown. We have
I
different...
mean, I'm saying this. I'm on your side. I wouldn't fucking get out of here.
Chaz, the way y'all care,
Yeah, nah,
nothing,
fuck that.
nothing,
I ain't
nothing
doing it.
respectful is about to come out my mouth. Y'all gotta get that together. That is not okay.
But they've been together for 2 years.
They've been together for 2 years. You've been with somebody for 2 years.
Man, that's tough.
That's fucking weird.
Even if
bro.
it ain't my friend, even if it's somebody I just know, and I know he's like, him, I'm not, you used to fuck with him? Nah,
I'm
because
not
girls
talking
do it
about
too.
Specific people. There's specific people I don't want no bitch that they even breathe.
This is what I'm saying.
But I'm just talking about in general. Not they don't have to be a nasty person. It's just
Oh,
a
no,
regular
I'm saying
fucking
it
person.
depends on who the person. If it's my friend, come on, that's my boy. I can't do that. We can't do that. That's just that's just asking for shit to be awkward now. Like, no matter how much I've grown with, if we all in the same space, it's just naturally gonna be awkward.
I'm fine with like associate shit, whatever, but like, let's put it to birthday dinner status. If there's 10 seats at the birthday dinner, and he's gonna be there.
That's too close.
Nah, no fuck, like no. There's no way that's happening.
That's too close.
Yeah, nah, I ain't.
But associate shit, like, come
Nah,
on.
that's
If you in your 30s and living in the same city your whole life, it's bound to fucking happen, and you may end up liking that girl, and you just may know somebody that you dealt with, and you might be cool. If I see you, what's up?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like
No, I've dated
our
girls that-
lives,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah. But if it's a specific type of somebody,
Yep, already
nah,
dead.
we can't be. Nah, we can't have that in common.
What's
Your
that?
ex-
What's that special
your
type of somebody?
ex-eater?
So y'all kicking her out the crib? Y'all kicking your girlfriend out the crib? Like y'all live together? She gotta go. Did you find out she fucked you?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, Maul.
Hell yeah. Get out.
All right, you wouldn't ask her, yo, did you know if we were friends? Because if this
It
guy's
doesn't
been
even
going,
matter
if
though.
this
If
guy's
it's my
been going
friend,
for 3
we can't
fucking
be
years,
together.
had
You
no
used to fuck
idea.
with my friend, and we can't be
But
together.
what if she had no idea?
That's cool. I'm not
Are
saying
you
that.
kicking her out the crib that night? Like, let her
Not that
gather her
night.
things.
No, not that night.
She didn't
like,
fucking know.
I'm not gonna put her out in the street, but I'm just saying like we not together. We can't be together. Like this is not. That's my boy. Like we can't do it. That's all. It happens.
I mean, what if she's been your confidant for 3 years and you haven't spoken to him?
We can still be
Who's
cool.
the best friend now?
We can still be cool, man. Suck my dick.
We can still be cool. We
Yo,
can still be cool.
we cannot still be cool.
We can still be cool.
We can still be cool as
We can
kick her
still
out
fuck.
the crib is crazy.
But yeah, it's not like I'm not gonna see you and not say hello or shit like that. I'm not gonna act like we complete strangers, but like we can't be together living.
Yeah,
together
for the last
like,
2 years, forget about it.
Yeah, like no, I'm not doing.
I was ring shopping, but nah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I'm off
ring
that.
shopping. In
Forget
2
when I
years?
called her my best friend. My sort of best friend came back in town.
No, it's not even that. It's just that that's somebody you cool with and you close with. That's your boy. Like it's gonna be awkward.
It's definitely gonna be out.
That's gonna be some awkward shit forever. I don't give a fuck
But
how
to-
mature you think you are.
Advice either way: cancel the double date, but do it in like a nice way. Like, nah, let's do something else. Let's just catch up. Feel out the situation. Ask certain questions, and then you have to let him know that y'all dealt with each other at one point.
Back to the shit
I'm
you
team.
talking about.
Don't let him know.
Of course you are.
If he's
course he
happy, if he's happy,
He's happy for now. Until that secret comes out the closet, whenever it comes out the closet.
why we ain't see this nigga? Me and him have been together a piece for 2 years. I ain't even know you knew this nigga.
First of all,
Just go back to whatever hole
you know, Best Man Holiday is a movie, right? That doesn't happen in real life. In the Best Man, roll credits, no more sequel.
That was completely different. That was
Nope.
that
How
was-
the fuck?
that
They
was
held
com-
down a secret the entire time until
Bro.
wedding day.
They were best friends, like best friends, best friends.
Harper-
I'm talking about the nigga.
They only stayed friends because he got drafted to the Giants and Harper was trying to write a book. They would have went other ways. They stayed in New York.
They wouldn't have. They were best friends. They had a whole friend group. That's completely different. That was completely fucking different. I'm talking about somebody that like, oh, I didn't even know this person. If we've been together for 2 years and I didn't even know that you knew this person, they might be important to you. They ain't that fucking important enough to interrupt our day-to-day life. We might see them at the wedding and we might see them like at a family reunion or some shit that we both know people at. This
All right.
is not a part of
So
our regular
let's-
day-to-day life.
Let's say they get married.
There I
Put yourself in
go
this situation.
again.
20 years down the line, you find that out. Your
Fuck.
best friend and your man.
He's not my best friend if I ain't seen him in 2 years or talked to him in 2 years and you don't know who the fuck he is.
We're
It's
going
not your
off
best
this
friend.
hypothetical that they
But
are
he didn't
reconnecting.
say
He's
that
back
was
in
his
town.
best friend. He said that was his little homie that he ain't seen in a while. He didn't say that was his best
Little
friend.
homie never came out of his mouth.
Swear to God, he
Okay.
said that was my little homie.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta fuck your little homies, girls.
Let them know who the big homie
Let him know.
is. I'm the big homie. You hear me?
Drake tactic.
I'm the big homie. You little homie, nigga. She told me.
Yeah, nah, as a man, like if that's your big homie, nah, you can't. If that's your big homie, nah, you can't.
Either way, though, you
Either
can't
way,
go
the
on
date
with
is
life
clear.
and then find out later. He's gonna be more crushed. Now, 2 people he cares about held a secret against him.
That's fine.
Now it's fuck both y'all.
I think people need to understand. This just goes
Give me,
throughout life.
always give me the choice.
Sometimes there's so much miserable, like just misery in life. Enjoy your happiness.
I
Sometimes
know,
you don't
give me
need to
the
know
choice.
everything. I've learned that the hard way. Some shit that I went searching hard for, the
What?
guess 700 passwords, phones was locked for 24 hours. Some shit I didn't need to see, and some shit I didn't need to know, and I wish that I didn't.
That's what I've been saying about this whole beef too. Live in the lie. Sometimes it's better to live in the lie than to go investigate, and you learn. The more you learn, the less you're gonna probably like that person.
Yo, which is cool. I don't need to know every last fucking nasty thing my girl has ever done. Please don't tell me.
Right.
But if it's my fucking friend,
That's all.
Jesus Christ, give me at least the choice. maybe I am happy enough to be like, yo, fuck it. Maybe I can live
But I need
like
that
with
choice.
Kendrick and Dave. Like it seems to be working fine.
Yeah.
Give me the choice.
That's sick, but yeah, I get it. Never worked.
Saying that dynamic's fine.
Poly Lang gang.
Nah, fuck that.
Palangang?
Nah, get out.
What do you see the difference though? I don't need to. I don't need to know
definitely see the
everything.
difference.
But I would like to
I
know
don't
if
need
you
to know
fuck one of my
everything,
friends.
but if it's my friend or my little homie or, you know, somebody that I'm cool with, we haven't seen each other in a couple years because whatever, but you know, like me and this dude is cool. Like it's my. Obviously, I bump into him and I'm like, yo, let's do, like bring wifey. I bring wifey. We go out to eat. Obviously, we that cool. So it's like that would be the time to be like, yeah. So about that, I have a history with your friend.
Because imagine if your girl don't even hold it down and she hug your friend before you introduce and like know his name.
That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Like,
It
now
happens.
You sitting at Applebee's like, no, we're not doing this 2 for $20.
Yeah, no.
I'm leaving.
Do 1 for 10.
She'll take hers to go. Actually, she has to go and pack.
That sample platter,
Yeah,
perfect for her.
Yeah, perfect for her. She's taking that to go.
Everybody's sampled here except
Yeah.
for me, apparently.
Fuck out it. Yeah, but nah. What was his question? Does he tell?
Tell. And I said yes.
Yes, he has to tell him. He has to.
I wish
We rapped. You don't need to write that.
she would. I wish she would. I wish she would tell him. I wish the girl would tell. I
Why?
feel like it will be better coming from her than coming from the home.
He might put extras on it.
Yeah, niggas put sauce on shit. Like,
See, I'd rather hear it from the friend.
really?
It's
Yeah.
gonna hurt coming from your girl.
Because yes, and I think
I feel like it's
women will
embarrassing coming from the home.
women will downplay it even more. I think there's corny guys out there that would throw sauce on it, but that's not really your friend. If I'm talking to one of my friends, I think they will gently tell me that information and be accurate with it.
Gently. You want your homie to tell you gently
Yes, I want him to rub my
that
back
he
while
had
he
your
tell me.
queen.
Yes,
That he had your queen.
Just rub my hair while you're doing it.
The girl folded
Touch
like
my
a
beard.
pretzel.
Because a girl will say some bullshit like, yeah, no, like we just ran into each other one night. They'll say some bullshit like
he don't
that.
play with me.
And he ran through me one night.
Yeah.
At least,
He ran into me one night.
your homie will say, yo, used to talk to her, we used to fuck. Wasn't really like that. Every now and then, we talk like it really wasn't a thing. They'll give you the real. You're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask details.
Yeah.
And I don't think my friend would tell me details.
Right.
He would just be like, yeah, we used to fuck around.
I got
Wasn't
you.
anything crazy at all. Like we haven't spoken a really long time. She's cool. Like, just wanted to give you a heads up.
I know she.
A woman will lie. A woman will lie.
Used to
and
blam
straight up be like,
cakes.
I don't even like count that. Like, I don't even remember it like that.
That's what Damaris tries. I shed my new pussy, whatever the fuck she's.
Women
I
women
never
will be like,
Shed my new pussy.
She said like it was like cicadas. You said we shed pussy like every
Yeah.
7 months.
Yeah, we shed skin cells every 7 years. You're a completely different person.
Yeah, she's a fucking.
Different pussy every 7.
Nah, I remember what happened in 2017. I ain't gonna lie. It was some shit going on that summer.
you can't shed that.
Yeah, you can't shed that.
That stays on the walls.
That stays. That's in
It's a
history.
different type of paint.
That is cemented in history.
The
summer
only year I
2017.
count is
That's
2016.
public
You ain't
school
fucked me in
Yeah.
2016. We ain't fucked.
If you didn't fuck in 2016,
In 26 summer of 2016, the only summer everybody remember. If it didn't happen then, it never happened.
oh shit, there's some shit that happened after 2016 for sure.
And before it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's life.
Shed the pussy. I remember that pussy that shed.
What year your ID say you were born?
What?
That's how long you've been on this earth. When'd you lose your virginity?
You were born in '97.
Anyway,
You got to get that off.
Hey, me too. Women will say some bullshit like, yeah, but it was nothing. Like, what we have is more special. Like, that doesn't make me
That
feel
doesn't
better.
make me
nah,
feel
a
any
girl
better.
is not really saying that to you if
I
she
know.
fucks your friend.
What is she saying?
When you say his name, you
If a-
definitely got him with the who?
Who?
What's his last name?
Nah, see, once
See, to me, that's-
nah.
There's no
Once
way
you
I'm
ask
making
for a
it-
nigga last name, now see I'm on my right now. Stop playing with me.
Moss.
And then,
What's his?
then my mind is racing
No
even
Kendrick.
more. Like, how you don't remember him?
Like, oh nah, he was the homie. He was
Who else
cool.
you don't remember?
He was the homie.
Like, nah, real shit though. There's really no way to say that. Like,
You've
if-
been in that situation
I've
before.
never been in that situation.
All right, so the guy that you were with, that y'all were just eaters, and then y'all end up liking each other. He obviously was like he didn't give a fuck. Like, but was that his man, like his homie? Word. Okay. There's some mutants out here. That nigga's an X-Men. that nigga shed skin every 7 hours. A nigga like that. You said 7 years Damaris? Nah, that nigga shed skin every 7 hours. Every
Wolverine.
7 commercials, he a new nigga. Like,
He heals every wound in seconds.
that nigga's an X-Men for sure. What? I mean, I get it. I know how you could develop feelings for somebody you shouldn't be developing feelings for. I get that. But to then be like, yo, nah, fuck it, like we together, that's a different type of nigga.
And you don't have to get into too much detail. Have y'all like hung out? And it's cool? Like,
Damn.
Collectively,
I love it.
Damaris might have that snapback. Because only that snapback can have a nigga be like, yo, son, fuck it. Like, yo, like, only the snapback
She
I
shed
have.
her skin every 7 days.
Nah, it might be 7 commercials for Damaris too. when
Yo,
she
son,
shed her.
fuck it.
Yeah, because that's the only thing where a nigga can be like, damn, me and homie
that
cool.
booty clap.
They got history. I don't even give a fuck. It's gotta be for that snapback. It's only the snapback have niggas doing shit like that.
Y'all
Good
not
for
in like
you,
a group
Damaris.
chat together, right?
Don't piss me.
I
They
don't
was in
know.
a group chat, that's confirmed. We all communicate together? Oh, nah.
Never.
She's gangster. That's crazy.
The Knicks are doing well.
The Knicks are doing well tonight. Thank you for that. Thank you for that segue.
They snap back after
Matter of fact,
rough
The Knicks
Every
snap
single
back.
time.
The Knicks snap back after Brunson almost looked like he was hurt at halftime.
You notice every time we talk about the Knicks, Damaris goes like this.
Yeah.
She brought the topic up this time.
Yeah, man, them niggas is wild.
The Knicks is wildin'. Yo, the Knicks is, Baby D say, yo, I don't even know, but the Knicks is wild and they up 2-0. I don't know what that means, but yo.
Is Brunson the greatest Knick in playoff history or what?
Yo, but shout out to the Knicks, man. Up 2-0 on the Pacers.
Josh Hart, rebound machine.
The conference semifinals. The Knicks look great, man. The Knicks are playing together.
It's
They're
about
playing
to
well.
get real
It was shaky. It was shaky when Brunson looked like he may have hurt his groin. That was kind of shaky. Like New
Too
York almost
early.
motherfucking erupted last night.
What
but
the fuck?
He came back after halftime, and the Knicks were able to win. Shout out to the Knicks playing great. Hopefully they can continue and get this shit done and get to the
Prayers to OG.
Conference finals.
He had a bad. He pulled his hand. What I believe it pulled
hammy?
hamstring.
Yeah.
look like a hammy.
And I don't think that's going to be a tight turnaround. That would at least be like 2 to 3 weeks. So if we're down him, that means that Chu is going to have to do a lot of minutes.
Mitch is done.
Mitch is cooked. Yeah, this is just the residual of playing for a Tibbs coach team.
Yeah.
Like, Hart has played every minute the last 2 games straight. He's played 48 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie.
back-to-back.
If OG, OG that's a loss. That's a big
He
loss
put up
for the Knicks.
28, and he only
But-
played. He put up 28 in
He kept
28
us
minutes.
afloat.
No, 100%. But I'm not mad at the idea of Precious getting those minutes. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, there's no better time to prove yourself.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Precious coming off the bench for OG, even though OG is a big piece of what the Knicks are doing. But Precious is he had some really good games for the Knicks this season. So either way, I hope OG is good. I want to see the Knicks as healthy as they can be. Mitch
Fuck,
Robinson
I forgot to
obviously
mine
he's
that
out.
silver. Oh, I can't mine it. Doesn't matter.
Julius is obviously out. So that's two of their starters are already out. So, we don't want to see the Knicks hurt anymore. But if OG can't go, I'm not mad at Precious getting those minutes.
What do you think about Julius just like stand him at the top of the key as a diversion? Just one leg.
That shoulder ain't gonna get it done. That shoulder, you can't do much. Can't do much, man. But the Knicks look good though. They playing together. Obviously, I think the fact that those guys know each other since college is obviously the chemistry that is carrying this thing right now.
No Knicks.
And Brunson obviously is playing at an MVP level. It's just been fun to watch him, and I just can't wait till that ticket comes across and they tell us how much they paid Jalen, because he gonna break the fucking bank.
He fucking deserves.
He gonna overcharge what they did to the Cold Crush.
He finished 4th in MVP voting. Jokic won again. I believe Gilchrist finished 5th. It was kind of dicey.
Gilchrist
is shy. Gilchrist, SGA.
Gilgis, not Gilgis.
Gilgis.
I thought you were talking about
How do we say his name?
Michael Kidd Gilchrist. I'm about to say he finished 5th. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. I'm about to say, what the fuck did I miss?
Had a solid year.
I didn't see any of that shit. No, but Shea Gilgis, he finished 5th.
I believe it was
Brunson finished 4th.
4th. Yeah.
I don't like that. Brunson should have been top 3 at least.
At fucking least.
Oh, I lied. SGA finished 2nd, and then it was Joker, SGA, Doncic, Giannis, Brunson. Brunson was 5th. Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Sabonis, and KD.
Brunson was 5th?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Giannis over Brunson this year?
Because Giannis received 1 first-place vote, while Brunson received none, but had
Which
3
is
second-place
crazy.
votes.
Who was the one person that voted for Giannis as the
Asshole Milwaukee.
Yo, bro, I'm
gave
not
it to
gonna lie. Brunson deserved more votes than to finish 5th.
Yeah.
This season he had was fucking incredible.
Do we put Josh Hart's jersey at least up in the rafters because he told Reggie Miller, yo, they saying fuck you. You know that, right?
That was incredible.
That's gangster. I fuck with Josh Hart.
We have to put the Josh Hart jersey up there just for that.
Shout out to the Knicks. Hopefully, again, man, I want to see them, just keep this thing going. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch them close this shit out if they can get it done.
Agreed. On the Patreon?
Ooh, yeah. I have more speculation on this rap shit. I want to save it for Patreon.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's do it. We'll talk to y'all soon. Headed to Patreon. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No, warrior now.
Can I fish? Can I fish? I got a pole. Can I fish, please? Please just let me fish. I wanna fish. Oh my god, is that? Oh, it's Lil Yachty. Alright. I believe there is a 121. New steak and eggs up next.
Did you know that World War II was from September 1st, 1939 to
Oh my
September
God.
2nd, 1945?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
I know.
Well, there you go.
Hey guys, welcome to Steak and Eggs. And by the way, thanks
Well,
for all
there you
the support on
go.
Patreon lately. It's been awesome. So my big issue with politics is the fact that every bit of news comes from somewhere. And I believe everybody has their own personal biases. And I think it's exhausting trying to figure out what news sources are telling the truth and what's not. Because I don't think I've ever gotten a straight answer on how any event has ever gone down in history.
Yeah.
And so at a certain point, I need to know from your perspective, what is the point of ever getting educated in politics if it's just somebody's opinion?
Well, it's always getting close to 100%. It's never getting to 100%, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you're never really going to know exactly what happened. Even people that are eyewitnesses at different crime scenes give different testimonies.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that people are going to have different viewpoints of it, but you can never really know exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I think that to me, because my dad was like, hey, buddy, you know, you're getting 30. You really got to get read up on your politics. You got to vote. And I'm like...
Have you ever voted before?
Never.
Never? Wait, really?
Yeah, never once.
I've never voted either.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
actually, I voted when I was 18.
Because another one of my opinions, this is just my opinion,
Yeah.
is I just don't think the president does anything.
Okay.
I don't think they have maybe they do. I don't think they have the power to do anything. To me, I think the president is like Mickey Mouse. They're like a figurehead.
They're like a mascot?
Yeah, a mascot for Congress that makes
Which
the
it
real
is.
decisions, but it gives something tangible for the community to be angry at and direct their anger at. That way, every 4 years, we can say, oh yeah, America's going to change. It'll be different in the next 4 years, but then it's always the same.
Yeah, I think that usually happens to an extent, and you've got all three of the, there's like always going to be a counterbalance. There has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because like imagine if the president wasn't just a figurehead and he was able to make all the decisions immediately. That would be really bad, right? I mean, like that'd be awful.
Super bad.
Yeah, it would be crazy if that should happen. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, that's just it's very complicated.
Okay.
But I think the more that you try to invest yourself into it, it's like I think people feel like they have to keep up with certain issues and keep up with different world events, and it's like, oh, I have to know about this. You really don't. And there's a lot of people that have millions of other things to worry about. Just worry about things that affect you, and don't worry about the other bullshit.
Yeah, I was just chilling at my new house. It's under construction.
Yeah.
And a pretty sensitive topic was brought up in the world today.
Yeah.
And I've never seen two people go at it harder.
Yeah.
In person ever.
Well, people love to get mad about shit that doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's just how it is. Like, and this is one thing that happens on social media all the time now, is like recreational enragement, where it's like people go, and I'm serious,
Yeah, you
that's
would know
what
about
it is.
that.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
know about
people do
that.
that for you. And so basically, people go on social media, and it's like entertainment for them to get mad. It's like they want to follow somebody and they keep up with them, and they're like making accounts to get around blocks to like message them and like, I fucking hate you. And it's like, I wonder if they ever think to themselves, am I a fucking idiot?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They never think that. I'm sure you've seen Twitter.
Yeah,
When I
I've
tried it
seen
for 3 days, you tried it for 4 or 5.
Well, I'm on Twitter all the time. Every week there's something new that I say or do, and sometimes it's things I didn't even say. But that's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I had that happen too, where there was a character in a video
Robin
game.
from
Yeah,
Honkai, right?
Robin from Honkai Star Rail. And
Yeah, you know about this?
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
you know?
Oh, good.
Just leave them alone, man. Just leave the lesbians alone. They get so little, man. Just leave them
No, once
alone.
again, I'm not going after lesbians. It's never about the lesbians. It's about forced headcanon shippers. It's so cringe.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Whenever you said that she couldn't sing because her throat hurt from sucking so much dick, that was the funniest fucking thing to me I've ever seen.
Did you see it get animated?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it got animated.
Oh my god.
It's dope. Also,
Well, this is the. I mean,
Oh my
yes.
God.
I mean, it's a bit mean, right? But it's all fucking video games.
Dude,
It's a game.
it's probably like fucking 15-year-olds that are like, girls exploring their
Welcome
sexuality.
to the
like,
real
I
world.
want this girl to be lesbian like me, and then Tech Tom 30 was like, no, she's not. She sucks dick.
okay.
Yes.
Fucking asshole.
Exactly.
Leave him alone.
So
It's a reality check. They need it.
Here's my huge
He's doing
problem.
them a favor. He's helping them.
I'm gonna give them therapy whether they want it or not. Okay. Here's the big
I
issue.
don't know if I'd call it therapy.
Well, they're gonna get
shock
better.
therapy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them to Jesus.
That's homophobic. Shock therapy is homophobic.
Not always. They do it for other
Usually,
things
though.
too. They
Like
do
what?
it if you're crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
they do it all
for
kinds of things.
schizophrenic people too.
Yeah.
They tried to lock me up, bro. They tried to shock me.
Really?
Yep. No, I'm never doing that, bro. I'm fine. I'm normal.
I can't believe
I'm
they
normal.
used to do that shit. They did it to my uncle.
Really?
Yeah, he-
For what?
Being gay.
Did it work?
No. He's married to a man.
Fuck.
So, I think, right, I just think that Twitter hates straight people. Let me explain why.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So, I say that I want to fuck Robin.
Yeah.
Who, in their head,
Right.
in their mind,
Yeah.
nowhere in game is this confirmed that she's a lesbian. Okay?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Let's take a step back and think about every single character in Genshin Impact, as far as I know, and every single character in Honkai Star Rail.
Yep.
Not a single one of them is in a relationship. And do you know why?
Because...
You know why.
I know why.
Because they want the person who's playing the game to be able to imagine being in a relationship with them, and if they're in a relationship in the game, they are cucking themselves.
So, here's the counterpoint that people are going to bring up.
Okay.
Well, in Honkai Impact 3rd, Bronya and Zila are shown to be in a manga where they kiss.
You mean that game that's dead that nobody plays?
Yep. And
Yeah.
here's the best thing: the scene where they kiss, they censored it out.
Right.
And they took it out of the fucking manga.
Naturally.
Yep. So here's the reason why it's totally
Fuck.
Leave
And
me
he
the fuck
broke
alone.
it.
Sorry, Dad's calling me. So I say that I want to fuck a lesbian.
Yeah.
In their mind.
Which by the way, it's not a lesbian.
The name of the character.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, a cartoon.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Literally 3 weeks prior, you've done 2.2 Honkai Star Rail.
I have now.
You've seen Adventuring.
I have.
Bro is gay as fuck.
No, he's not. He's just a Redditor.
Right? Yeah. But
he is. He's a Redditor.
Wow,
he's
Tecto
literally
with these headcanons.
Yes, he's trying to
These
debunk
headcanons.
religion in the story.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fucking Redditor.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
So in the story, it's like, oh yeah, he's so flamboyant, he's so extra. And so on Twitter,
He's not gay.
oh, no, I know that, but in Twitter's mind, he was
He's just
headcanon.
obnoxious. Like he's a Redditor, man.
But their headcanon was that he's gay.
Yeah.
Everybody said Aventuring's gay, Aventuring's gay. Okay? Another VTuber, huge VTuber, simps over this character, says, oh, I want to fuck him so bad, I want his cock in my mouth. Right? And the voice actors themselves get into a call and like just start going voracious, like full on feral over this character.
Yeah.
Nobody bats an eye.
Right.
They say, yes, queen, fuck that gay man.
Uh-huh.
But when I do it, it's a problem.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, there's a lot more people that think Robin is a lesbian than Aventurine is gay.
There's no way.
No, I think that's true.
Dude, so many people think that
Nobody
Aventuring's
really
gay.
cares about any of the male characters. Let's be honest.
Okay, that's a
Nobody,
bold assumption.
yeah, nobody really gives a shit.
But on Twitter, they do.
They pretend
You
to.
can look up Adventuring Gay on Twitter right now. I guarantee you'd get thousands of results.
Yeah, and if you look up Robin lesbian, you'd get millions.
All I'm saying is, it's cool when they do it. When I do it, it's a problem.
Yeah, right.
And that's been the issue for 3.5 years of Genshin Impact.
So the funny thing is that there's like, and this is like, I don't know how many circles of gacha hell this is, but there are like, yeah, maybe. This is the, this is basically whenever you cross the Lake of Fire and you go into the inner sanctum of Satan. And there are different gacha subreddits for each different character where they talk about the character.
Yep.
And obviously, you know, every new character gets one. Robin got one, which is the new Honkai Star Rail character. And the moderators of the subreddit made a public service announcement that Tectone was permanently and formally banned from the subreddit. That's right.
Man,
You did that.
She ain't gonna show up either. Because I'm gonna be fucking her. She's not even gonna show up to her own. She's not showing up to her own Reddit, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, no.
I bet she won't be there either, because she's not real.
True. It's actually funny. I have a buddy in a hospital.
Yeah.
Right, and they're getting their stomach worked on. They're in a lot of pain, but they're good now. But they said, and how I was able to stay happy every day, was by reading these dumb fucks come after you on the internet. So thank you for the entertainment.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How is that from like y'all seeing that shit?
I hate when you type all those goddamn emojis. I'm like, it's so fucking annoying.
That's the point. I do that intentionally. I literally ask my chat, what's the most irritating emoji to put in? Because that's what they do.
It's the nails one.
The nails is crazy.
Yeah.
Or the guy who's like, and there's
Is there
fire
like
coming out
a
of his mouth.
toes version of the nails one? You should do that one instead.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the toes one.
Oh man, they hate it. But yeah, it's been a really fun week for me. How was y'all's week? Anything cool happen?
Oh fuck! What did I do this week? I played this Crab Souls game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in on it. This game is so good. Holy
I didn't think
shit.
it'd be that good. It looked kind of like, I was watching people play it and I was like, eh.
So the story of the game is that you get to a city, and I'm gonna spoil a little bit, but it doesn't ruin the whole story if you play it. Then there's like they're all looking forward to Trash Day, because Trash Day is the day that their captain gives them new orders to find treasure. And the Trash Day, the captain is actually Captain Crunch on a destroyed box of cereal that they then try to piece together the different pieces of the destroyed cereal box to find the treasure map that's on the back of a children's cereal box. And it's like a 1-for-1 with like real life cargo cults that are like uncontacted tribes from like different areas in Africa and like in Indonesia and, you know, like Indo-Asia. And like these places are completely uncontacted by any sort. I sound like a crazy person.
No, you don't.
No.
You sound great.
Okay.
Keep
All right.
going.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And so basically, these different cargo cults are people that like they see an airplane or like the airplane drops things down and it completely alters and changes the entire culture of like that place. And there are even different tribes that are agreed upon, like with anthropology, like they are not to be contacted because usually they kill people, and so they're cannibals.
Yeah.
And
Is this in the game or out of the game?
This is out of the game.
This is
so
real.
This is real
Okay.
life, right? And so the crazy fucking thing is that they actually one-for-one this with the crab game, and that was the most brilliant fucking thing I had ever seen. It was so good.
Okay, so
I was amazed.
That sounds good. Yeah,
So
I didn't know
awesome.
that.
Yeah, it was so good.
I'm playing Stellar Blade and Cyberpunk
How
right
far
now.
did you get with Stellar Blade?
I'm like 2 hours in, then I got.
Okay, so you basically you're not really playing Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm owning it though.
Isn't that good? Because I played the demo and I thought it was like okay.
It's really good. And it's really fucking hot. So I love it. But I
But
want
like
to ask.
the story.
The story's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I drop it for crab game?
You don't even know that.
The story?
Yeah, you've been playing the game for 2 hours.
Yeah, for those 2 hours, I've enjoyed it.
Okay, so are you gonna play Stellar Blade?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so
I don't care about spoilers though.
I'm not going to ruin 2 games today. I'll just ruin 1. It's actually a very good game. And so you said that the gameplay was like kind of like it was probably like kind of laggy whenever you played it, right?
Stellar Blade?
Yeah.
I don't think
How
I
is that too
Okay, well,
early?
there's a bit of
I don't
difficulty,
get it.
right?
For me,
This
it
is
was
like
smooth as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, when?
Like for the 2 hours I played, it was perfect.
Yes, obviously because they fixed it.
Oh,
And
okay,
so
great.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And so
Okay.
they improved it from the beta. The game is, in my opinion, a 7 out of 10 story, but the gameplay I think is actually it's better than Liza P.
Yes, I picked that up
Yeah.
immediately because the parry in Liza P feels fucking terrible. But for Stellar Blade, I feel like it feels fantastic.
The animations are better in Stellar Blade too.
Yeah, and like the blink mechanic, like I love how they have the blue dash forward, purple dash back, yellow. I think it's like jump or some bullshit. Maybe
can't
it depends.
parry.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can't parry. Dude, it feels really good. I feel like everything is very fair for what I've done so far. But yeah, and the collectibles are good, and the exploration's good. It just feels good. Super underrated.
Yeah, you go around collecting soda cans, actually.
Yeah, and her ass is insane.
Why aren't you farming the Stellar Blade haters instead of the honkai
Oh,
lesbian people?
I don't know. Priorities.
I was just I monopolized that.
Oh yeah, he
Oh.
handled it.
Yeah, I did that
I
myself.
was like, I feel like that'd be so much easier.
Yeah. No, it was good. I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
it is what it is. Plus the Stellar Blade controversy, I don't know, was it really that big? Was it huge?
It's it's not as big as like for example the Helldivers controversy or
Yeah.
like the Robin controversy was pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are downplaying that quite a bit.
What?
They say, oh yeah, well the Robin controversy, nobody's, it doesn't, it looks like it's big, but it's really not. It's just the vocal minority, but it's like, when your vocal minority is that loud, like that's kind of a problem.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can have crazy people everywhere. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I don't worry
Always
about it.
crazy people.
Sure, I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
there's a lot
people
of that stuff.
underplay it and say it's not a reflection of
Yeah.
the community. Yes, it fucking is. How would that not be a reflection of the community? But can you put that into words how, like, if it's fucking globally trending for fucking 5 days, like, how is that not
Yeah,
a huge
I think that is the
well-
community because there were similar things in League, like with Diana and Leona, or like Graves.
Yeah.
Like people would get upset about that, be like, these characters are obviously gay. People would be like, no, they're fucking not. But like, it never became like that.
Yeah.
You can
Those
assume,
characters aren't gay.
You can assume that the stupidest thing that the community could be is probably what it is.
Exactly.
With any game, that's probably what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
like, think of the worst possible outcome. That's what's going to be.
Yeah, it's just
Every single time.
the Hoyo community has been so fucking cope for so long, and it's a shame because
But
it's
to be fair, though, they are a vast minority. They're less than 10% of the player base. Same with Stellar Blade.
For sure.
Same with Helldivers or anything like
For
that.
sure.
It's always a very small minority of people that are extremely vocal.
for sure. But the section that represents the community
Yeah.
is like that,
They sure are.
and it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Sure, I know the majority of players who play the games are just like, they don't even go online. But like, why would we talk about them? Because they're like, they're not on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can only talk about the things that represent that are represented in front of you. But yeah.
Ooh,
Someone also wanted to talk about
killed a
Stellar
rat.
Blade. Yeah, apparently they had the N-word on the wall.
No, they didn't.
Okay, what was that about?
So basically, obviously, Stellar Blade was made by a Korean studio, and they used like kind of pre-made graffiti words. They
Yeah.
probably just took like a lot of, and so it said like crime or hard or
The hard R shop.
Yeah, right. And so
Yep.
they put these graffiti things all over the entire game.
Yeah.
And it was just pretty much applied randomly. And yeah, there it is, right?
That looks
and
insane, Asmund.
well, yeah, but not really though,
Yeah,
right?
that's just an unfortunate placement.
And so basically what happened is like the R shop there, that's clearly a rest shop and you can go and sell things there and it's not really a big deal. This is, I think, in the city. And so people obviously saw that and they're like, oh, this is kind of unfortunate. And so they just changed it. It really wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. Last week, did we talk about the world, why the world doesn't believe that beautiful women exist?
Yeah, I think we probably did.
I don't think people ever, like, say that, though.
Well, the problem is that here's my big issue with the SJW snowflake culture on Twitter. Where when a woman is sexualized, people lose their fucking mind. But when people like Kratos exist, nobody gives a fuck.
I don't feel like that's the same, though. Because, Kratos is like a very unrealistic guy, right? Like, he's like a big guy, super muscular, shirtless.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not on this, because, like, there's also girls that are, like, very unrealistic, like, big titties, like, I don't know, like Bayonetta, for example.
How is Bayonetta unrealistic?
I mean, there's people that look like Kratos, too.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not, like, an average thing that you would see every day, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but what people don't like for women is, like, when a game will make it so their titties are, like, doing this shit and stuff. Like, there's not really an equivalent like that for guys, you know? Like, it's not like, I think it's, like, some people are like, hey, this is, like, weird, but most people aren't, like, gonna, like, boycott games over it,
Okay,
you
so
know?
I think it's great.
I mean, I don't care, but I get why for some people it's like that kind of weirds me
Some
out.
people don't. I think this is the way that the morality works. Just so you understand, and like I don't know if you'll agree with this or not, but I think that the reason why it happens is because people are okay with sexualization that goes for men and women, but people don't like sexualization for just women. Now, for me, I think that's great. But obviously, that's, I think, what the difference is and the distinction is in their minds.
Yeah,
Because
it's just
if you
like
think
the,
about...
the demographic, because, like, for, like, most guys and then even, like, some girls, to that it's like, okay, it's, like, not real, it's a character, it's, like, artistic in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's, like, titties flapping, it's, like, you know, meant to, like, be visually attractive and, like, that's it. But then for some people, they see that and they're like, I don't like that that's, like, a representation of like what I am, and people are just like viewing it in like a gross way. Like, especially for people that aren't gamers, I think just to them it's kind of confusing because they don't really get it, you know?
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? It's the fact that people that aren't gamers come into the gamer space, they try to tell them what they can and they can't like, and then they get mad whenever people get mad at them.
Like, I've seen chicks with massive fucking titties. Like, if they were to fight
I've
the same
seen
way.
that
I don't think people don't like girls with big boobs, though.
But I was saying, like, when you say, like, they're flopping around, they would do that. The titties would flop around.
I saw the Cinder clip.
They don't be moving like in some of those games.
Yeah, you saw Cinder's boobs!
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a VTuber called Cinder. Super sweet, super nice. And they were saying that her, you know, boobs on her model were unrealistic. So she recorded a video of
her real
herself.
boobs?
Well, no, she was on the stage of somewhere, and she like walked across the stage, and obviously they were bouncing a lot, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, real anime physics!"
Yeah.
Yeah, people loved it.
It's good, man. I'm just saying, like, I think the only reason, because first of all, apparently it's okay for dudes to walk around in just underwear all the time, and apparently that's not sexualizing. I don't get how people will come to that conclusion. But I think the only reason why, because women's vaginas aren't sexualized in video games. You'll see like an outline. Holy fuck.
Well, you don't see dicks sexualized either, to be fair.
Exactly, 100%. And I think that's just because they quite literally cannot do that.
They can't do it,
Yeah.
So, like, to me, if you were to put it one by one, I feel like a dude being shirtless is the same as a woman having big old boobs bounced around in the bra.
I think it's about the same thing.
Yeah, I
People
think it's
that
about
get
the
mad,
same.
I think if anybody is getting mad about it, they just need to shut the fuck up.
I agree.
Or just don't play the game, right? Like, that's the way that I look at it. Like, there's games and, like, shows that I think are weird, and I just don't watch them. That's it.
I mean, there is more, like, there's more details to it, because I genuinely think, like, the average person, like, Twitter isn't a good representation of it, but the average person is, like, pretty reasonable, right?
Sure,
And I think, like, part of it with, like, the girls, like, being uncomfortable with, like, how other girls are portrayed in games is because, like, of how women treat men and how men treat women that they find attractive. Like, whereas like a girl probably isn't gonna be like jacking off to a dude they find hot, right?
I feel like they would.
So,
I think women are more horny than men.
based on what?
Based on the women that I know.
Well, I think that there's obviously going to be girls that like, you know, they think that these guys are attractive. I
Yeah.
feel like that's common sense, of course, right?
Okay.
And so as long as
I'm
it's
not used
not
to depth
done in a way
defiance.
that's like
Almost
weird,
died,
I
though.
don't really see it being a problem. And even if it is, it's like I don't see the problem if you're a dude and you want to make a game with girls in bikinis for other dudes. That seems fine to me,
Absolutely.
right? And it's like if people don't want to play that, then that's the way it is. It's like with a lot of hot tub streams, I bet if you looked at the gender demographics there, it's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, I found out the other day because I did a porn podcast.
Oh God.
I'm about to say something real fucking weird.
Great.
Okay, but we're just gonna bring it out there. Okay. You know, women can come like multiple times, like in succession.
Yeah.
Like 6, 8 times.
I don't know, 6 or 8.
Yeah. That shit's fucking wild to me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yep. I thought twice, sure.
Yeah.
Fucking 8? That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of times.
That's
so
what
is
I'm
this going to be like a regular thing for you? Like a regular podcast that you do on a regular basis?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Really, you don't?
Yeah,
think
I just started one for fun every now and then when I
Okay.
want to talk about weird shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not call it the Gotcha podcast. I'm gonna call it the Uncultured podcast.
Okay.
That way people kind of know what they're signing up for.
Okay.
And then for steak eggs, it's just a catch-all.
Right. Yeah, it's both of them.
Yeah, how uncomfortable can I make Aspen and Emmy with what I forgot on this week's episode?
Well, what did you do this week, Emmy?
What did I do this week?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do this week?
Jesus.
I recorded something with Miz for his podcast. We did the Baby No Money
I
shoot.
saw that.
What was
Uh,
You saw that? You were there.
I meant the Miz thing.
Oh,
That was the
I
baby
didn't
no money
saw
thing.
that. How'd you see that?
Because Miz posted the thing of his video. He posted the podcast. He announced it today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know he posted it. Anyway, I started Yakuza, so that's gonna be my life for a year. But yeah, the Baby No Money shoot was fun. Why didn't you go?
Okay, so I was invited. Full disclosure, I was invited
Big
by
surprise.
by Baby No Money and Miz in advance. I just fucking forgot. And then I saw everybody over there, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Because the way that I'll read you the message that I got, because I got a message from Baby No Money,
Yeah.
and the terminology that he used was so vague. I guess I kind of didn't understand it at first. And then when I got message from Miz saying, bro, what the fuck? Why aren't you here? I was like, to what? And then I realized that this little get together he had, I have too many fucking DMs with people trying to tell me to kill myself. I don't feel like fucking finding it. But regardless, I was in the middle of the stream, just completely fucking forgot. And it was good. It was the day where Robin shit just started blowing the fuck up. It probably wouldn't have been a good idea for me to be there anyways.
Why?
Well, because just in case any of that creeps in, don't really want to kill the vibes.
Any
You know?
of what creeps in?
Well, any of the...
Oh, the Robin stuff?
Yeah,
Oh.
this guy hates gay people because he wants headcanon shippers to shut the fuck up. So I don't really want to put that on anybody else. So
Well, it was a really good time. Like, I actually enjoyed it. Do you like it?
I don't believe
Yeah,
you.
I thought it was fun.
You look so
Well,
uncomfortable.
no,
it was
but they
ridiculous.
literally told him, they're like, okay, so the producer gave all of us kind of like roles for like how we were
Oh,
supposed
is that
to
what
like
happened?
kind of. Well, so Baby No Money was supposed to be like the prince who's like partying, you know.
Yeah.
Then Asmon's supposed to be like his disappointed father. That's like.
This realm
Oh,
is
you
going
know.
to shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
your editor did you dirty then, man.
Yeah.
he put out a clip of Aspen looking so uncomfortable the whole
Yeah,
time.
no, after we finished recording, I was like, man, I probably looked so fucking awkward and like weird. And then I
Yeah.
saw your editor's clip and I saw me dancing next to you,
You look
looking,
completely
and
normal.
I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is, yeah, if I'm in an IRL thing, you don't have to worry about being awkward because I will always be worse.
I mean, you were just doing your job.
I
right?
did, and I'll be honest, a lot of people were talking about it, and I was like, hey, maybe I did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the video comes out in July.
that's what he said. I'm not sure if it will or not.
How
I
good
mean,
was the song?
It was good.
It's
I liked
catchy,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was catchy.
Do you like the new song more than Edamame?
I don't know. I'd have to listen to it again and like just kind of. It was like whenever you listen to something on like a speaker,
Yeah.
it's not really the same as listening to it on headphones.
Yeah. The new song's more repetitive, I'd say, but it's definitely like a party dance song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Who performed the worst?
perform the worst.
Yeah.
Well,
Like with-
Soda didn't come at all, but he had stuff with his dog.
How about you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
and Soda didn't show up.
But
And
I
Soda had an excuse. You didn't even have a real excuse.
I think I forgot is a perfect excuse.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, I mean,
shit.
I was told I can come if I want. I didn't know it was like a mandatory thing. If it was
No, it wasn't mandatory, but I mean, even Asmund went.
That is shocking. Why
Even
did you go? Just for fun?
I like the guy. I like Baby No Money.
Oh, I like the guy too.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a very casual thing. Like the way it was presented was like very like.
I mean, it was, but
Yeah.
Mel went.
Okay.
It was
I
fun.
just feel
thought
bad.
it'd be fine. Just saying.
Yeah, you missed it. Did you watch like the VOD or like of the behind the scenes or anything?
No.
So okay, what all happened? Oh,
That
Seer and
wizard.
Peach got fake married.
Oh
for the video
yeah.
in the chapel at Sherwood Forest.
Did they?
They did.
Did they kiss?
Yeah.
Yes.
How long?
I don't know, like 5 seconds.
Jesus, bro.
Pretty serious.
Or
Yeah.
like had sex on camera at that point. That's insane.
Might as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it went really well. I enjoyed it, and also, like, they basically didn't make me do anything. All I had to do is just sit there and look at people, and it's like, wow, you're doing a great job. And so, yeah, it was really easy for me. I didn't have to do a fucking thing.
There were like 20 or 30 actors too.
Yeah.
All dressed in like Renaissance medieval fantasy
Well,
clothes.
the thing is, I don't even think a lot of them were actors. I think there were people that were just there at the forest, at the Renaissance Fair.
Really?
Just like residuals that are just like, hey, you mind if I come in here?
Yeah.
It's just like these random people because, yeah, remember we were talking to them and they were like, yeah, I live here or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that just live in the forest down there.
Yeah,
They have like
so
campers and shit, and like you drive up through this dirt road. They have like this little settlement, and they've got like chickens and shit back there.
Yeah.
They'd be raising chickens.
I didn't
and
see the
stuff.
chickens. I wish I had seen them.
They had what are they called? Guinea hens. Those like little small chickens.
Oh, those
Oh,
little
the guinea
stupid
fowls?
things?
The what?
Guinea fowls?
Guinea fowls?
Guinea fowls.
Guinea fowls.
Fowl
Oh.
fowl is a term of
Yeah, I believe that's
all
their legal
birds.
name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So speaking of things involving legal names, so if you've been on the internet, you've seen it. The Kendrick versus Drake shit.
I've seen it.
All right, so I want to ask you guys a question because I thought of a solution to this.
Yeah.
So Kendrick says Drake's a pedophile, right? How do you disprove that? Emmy, I thought of a solution.
I don't know. I've never been accused of being a pedophile before.
Okay, well think about it. If you were in Drake's shoes, how would you prove that you weren't one?
Oh my god, man.
I don't know because people say that because he does be hanging out with teenagers.
True.
He
True.
does.
There was that one picture. I don't know if he
Yeah.
does it a lot. I have no idea.
There's at least twice it's happened, which is, you know, it's like it's kind of weird it's happened twice.
I mean,
but-
look, here's the thing. Drake is way more and infinitely more successful than Kendrick Lamar. And I think he always will be. Because Drake has put out so many big hits. He's been doing it for like 15 years. But I have listened to Kendrick Lamar way more.
Yeah.
I like Kendrick Lamar way more.
What was your
I
first
do.
song?
What?
What was your first Kendrick song?
I listened Good Kid, Mad City, the entire album.
Yeah.
And so I downloaded it, and then I listened to it whenever I was at the IRS, and then whenever I was playing Mists of Pandaria, killing people for bloody coins and Timeless Isle. I would listen to the entire album every day.
That's insane.
So good.
My first one was King Kunta.
Okay.
That's a fucking banger.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that Drake makes songs for everybody on Earth.
He does.
Whereas Kendrick makes songs for the boys.
Yeah.
Right?
he
And if
does.
you're one of the boys,
Yeah.
then you fucking get, you either get Kendrick or you don't get Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'd much prefer Kendrick's music as well. But I think that's the same thing with the rap battles. So what if, I think Drake needs to do a challenge.
Okay.
To prove that he's not a pedophile.
Wow, what could it possibly be?
Bro. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, what could he possibly be thinking to...
Yep.
You know what the challenge would be?
Don't fucking kid.
I thought it'd be watch anime.
How much does he enjoy this?
Yeah, how much do you enjoy anime?
Yeah.
So there's this one guy on Twitter, and he goes and he says anime is for pedos.
Yeah.
And then there was a community note saying that he's getting demonetized because he's obviously engagement farming, and he's just a fucking idiot. And then so he follows up with another tweet. He says, I'm not engagement farming. I'm actually just a fucking idiot. And then he's got a link to a podcast where he's trying to get this lady from Russia to agree with him that anime is for pedos, and she's like, not really. And he's like, yeah, but you know, it kind of is. She's like, yeah, but. He's like, yeah, but look at this. She's like, maybe there's some people. He's like, yeah, like all of them.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, well, what a crazy topic. Also, if Drake were to play League of Legends, he'd be a top laner for sure. The amount of jokes that have come out from Drake being accused as a pedophile is fucking insane.
I don't know.
People have been talking about that for years, kind of.
Yeah.
With like Millie Bobby Brown and then that one other girl.
I got no fucking idea.
There was some girl that I mean, you can. I hope I don't get anything wrong with this because this is like one of those things where like if you're wrong, it's like so bad.
You probably will.
No, but I saw like but I might get like the numbers wrong. It's this girl that he had met her when she was 15 or 16. Then for her birthday when she turned 18, he bought out an entire restaurant to eat with just her on her birthday. Her 18th
How?
birthday.
I gotta know how.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Fishing doesn't fucking work.
There's photos of them together when she was 15 or 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really fucking weird.
Yeah, I wonder why he did that.
Yeah. Well, what if he's just a great guy?
Yeah, what if
Sure he
that's
is.
like his niece?
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah. Who knows? All I'm saying is
Yeah,
Kendrick
just
really
eating dinner alone with your niece on her 18th birthday.
Yeah.
Kendrick
Naturally.
really just really
everybody
wants the
does.
world to know that he really doesn't fucking like this guy.
Yeah.
He hates the idea of Drake. He's gonna kill Drake. He's gonna find who got reincarnated as Drake's next person. He's gonna kill his ass again.
Yeah.
I love how much the internet is celebrating hate culture right now because Kendrick fucking hates his ass with rightful reason to. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Didn't he also say he has like a secret daughter or something?
He did.
Yeah. Something about that.
Maybe that's the girl he took out on her 18th birthday.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, who?
I could make a really good joke about that, but I won't.
Yeah, I'm holding back a lot of jokes right now, too.
Dude. Just who cares?
Well, the internet. Oh, you mean about the joke?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, she's 11, so I feel like it would be a little bit inappropriate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's good because I see a lot of myself in Kendrick.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because I really love hating people. It's what motivates me.
Yeah.
And I have like 4 or 5 people that I hate so fucking much it makes me get up every day.
Wait, who? I know. Okay, I know one.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably know.
I don't know the other ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure people watching know.
People can probably figure it out.
But yeah, it makes me feel good. And people say this person's living in your head rent free. Absolutely. I have a nice little spot. Everybody who I fucking hate.
There have been a number of days whenever
Motivating.
something happened that made me so mad. I was laying in bed. I was like, I don't know if I want to scream today.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, like, what's the point of being alive? And then I read some shit. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I've got to make a video about this right now.
Absolutely,
And I'm
man.
getting up. I'm on my stream. Like, guys, have you seen this? Look at this asshole.
Hate is a powerful motivator that more people should utilize.
Yeah, it is.
And the problem is that I think the internet thinks, oh, this guy got angry first, which means he lost. No, it doesn't, man. Being angry, there's nothing wrong with being angry. As long as you control it.
Right.
The moment it controls you, that's when you fucking lose.
I mean, yeah, of course. That's why I try never to get mad at people. I really do. I feel like very rarely do I actually get mad.
I'm trying to think. I've seen you get angry at video game bosses.
That's right.
And your keyboard and ice cream sandwiches.
I've never
Ice
yelled.
cream sandwiches?
Yeah.
Well, I ate it.
No, you
Why
took
were you
it and
mad?
you smeared it on your face and then you ate it.
Oh, no, that
Yeah.
was not an ice cream sandwich. That was only a cookie sandwich.
With ice cream in it.
No, it was cream.
It was like a oatmeal cream
So
pie.
what I did is I told everybody, I said, if we kill this boss on Mythic, I will take this and I will pull it apart and I will smash it on my face. And I did.
Oh, okay.
And we killed it, by the way. It was great.
I know that
That was normal.
sane,
That's
yeah.
completely normal. It was putting on a show.
Oh, man, it doesn't even pop up, bro. I can't even find the clip.
The funny thing is I remember in like 2018 or like 2020, people used to always be nostalgic. Man, remember whenever Asmund used to really try to have fun and put cookie on his face?
Yeah.
And then like now they're like, man, remember back then he was so much better? It's like, god damn. Like I have a lot of people like, Emmy, do you have people that are like that with you for like League? They're like, oh, I remember whenever you used to just play League and
Yep.
really?
Yeah, the old streams were so much better. I'm like, no, they fucking
Yeah.
weren't. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, I don't get anybody like that at all.
Really?
Yeah. There's
I
like,
get that all
I
the
guess because you just haven't changed after all these years.
no, I think it's because
Yeah.
I've progressively become better. That's what I think.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I
And
look back at my
so
old
you're
shit and I
saying
want
we've gotten worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
In a
thing.
way.
I look at myself like a snake, you know? And a snake sheds its skin. And that's the way I look at it. It's like you want to shed your skin and evolve over the time. And that's why I kind of change and do things differently. And, you know, you look at my streams from 2 years ago, it's different than the way they are now. And, like, if I look at my streams 2 years from now and the ones that I'm doing right now, hopefully they'll be different than now.
It's crazy you use the word snake.
Yeah?
Why'd you pick snake?
Because snakes shed their skin.
No other figure like iguana?
Well, I mean, so there are other animals. Like, for example, a better example really would probably be like a bug, because like bugs shed, like, or spiders even sometimes do this because, you know, as they become more of an adult, so it would be like it's getting older.
Yeah.
But I assume that you wouldn't understand that because like the World War II thing. And so I just figured snake would be easier to understand.
I have this theory that every overly successful
You're
person...
trying to talk shit, huh? You're trying to undercover talk shit.
No, what I'm saying is I have this theory about everybody who's overly successful
Yeah?
is a lizard person,
Okay.
like Mark Zuckerberg.
Right?
And they're all controlled in the same organization.
Yeah.
They're trying to enslave the human race.
Yeah, in the middle of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Okay. How do you know so much about that?
Well, name a crazy conspiracy. Think of one that I probably wouldn't know about.
Oh, one that you wouldn't know about?
Yeah.
I've only recently got into it. I had my buddy Pink Chew on my stream today. She told me about Pizzagate. Never knew about Pizzagate.
Okay.
Pizzagate.
So
Yeah.
if you want to talk about an iceberg,
Yeah.
that's still above the water.
Absolutely.
To me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I know a lot of crazy, weird conspiracies.
Did you watch the 13-hour video on every single conspiracy?
No.
Okay.
I just spent 30 years looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the craziest conspiracy that you know of then?
Well, I mean, it really depends, right? I mean, like, I think that honestly, whenever I really think about flat Earth, it's probably the craziest one because it's so immediately disprovable, right? So, like, because so, like, for example, like, people can believe crazy conspiracies they're very disconnected from, right? It's like, oh, JFK was actually secretly done this, or, you know, they blew up the Twin Towers, the plane didn't even hit them, or something like that. But, like, you can't go and prove that wrong in real time in experimentation. But you can with flat Earth, and people still believe it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's the craziest one.
I think the one that I
God,
believe the
man.
most is probably that we never went to the moon.
You don't think we went to the moon?
No.
So
Why not?
taxing.
I think we Among Us to them.
Okay.
I think it was a military ploy to make them think that we won and that we were technologically advanced. And so we baited them. And it was kind of like saying, oh yeah, I saw this guy killing electrical, vote him out instead.
Do you think that Russia made it to space first?
I don't think anybody's been to space.
Okay, so you think they were lying too?
Yep.
Well, then why didn't we call them out?
Because
Makes
they
sense.
Among Us us.
Well, then why didn't they call us out?
Because we Among Us have.
What about like satellites and stuff?
Well, it's not. Well, it's just a fucking big robot, isn't it?
But then why couldn't a person be on the satellite?
Because we gotta fucking send a human into space. It's kind of hard, don't you think?
No.
It's easier than a satellite, probably.
No, you just fucking throw it up there. It goes into orbit and starts going around.
I mean, to be fair, that is kind of how it works.
Yeah, you just
Well,
fucking
yeah,
throw it the
but
fuck up there.
well, yeah, but why couldn't you throw a person in there?
Oh
Because they
boy,
die in space.
back to Cerberus
They have,
again.
like the suit on.
One death defiance,
but
like,
no
no
armor.
armor.
They could be inside the
For like
satellite.
a few
It's
days.
gonna-
You
He's
gotta
gonna
eat, you
fucking
gotta shit,
chew.
Send a human up to the moon.
Chew
That's
ass.
a lot of work.
What about astronaut food?
Is that a flower?
Jet food,
Fuck
you gotta
those
make that shit.
thorns.
There's just no reason. You know what I mean?
Well, there's probably not a real reason. Like, I feel like going to the moon would probably be really boring. I'm gonna be honest. There's probably nothing to do up there. There's no
Alright,
internet.
let's get it.
You can't get on the computer. You just sit around and collect rocks.
That
Holy
sounds
fuck!
awesome.
You know
And
what's crazy?
I would sit there for like an hour and just stare at Earth, and I'd be like, I want to go home now.
That's what people used to do. They
Yeah.
would used to just put a rocking chair on their front porch, and they would just sit on it, and then just look
That
all
is
day.
so
in
ridiculous.
their little spittoon.
That's so
I
ridiculous.
feel like they
This
knew what was
is
going
the
on.
world. It's not. Was it Deliverance? They don't do that with every. That's like in West Virginia.
That's why people were
also where I
crazy
was
back fact
Dude,
that
like,
they were
there's no
born.
way to
And
even
now,
predict
when
anything.
People are crazy. They don't sit on their front porch on a rocking chair and
They sit on the internet.
wait for someone to walk by to shoot them. Now they go on Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh.
or at any street light in Austin. And they say, give me your fucking money. Because homeless people are just criminal.
Those people always
They're like-
ignore my car. It makes me, it makes
it's like
me
legal
happy.
robbery. Like being homeless is legal robbery.
It is? How's it legal robbery?
You just sit at a fucking stoplight.
Yeah?
Anybody who stops at a stoplight,
Oh!
you knock on their fucking window. You
I'm
tell
on.
them to put their window down, and they say,
I'm
give
on.
me your fucking money, or we're gonna guilt trip you. It's the worst.
I mean, most of those people are mentally ill, but do you ever see those people that, like,
We're going under.
it's a fucking operation, like, they'll bring, like, a child,
Oh.
and, like,
Drake.
no, but, like, it's like their kid, and so they'll have their kid.
Oh, no, that's fire.
Like, asking for money.
Ooh, that's
It's like,
fire as well.
okay, like,
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Especially when they have a dog.
I'm getting behind you.
When a homeless person has a dog, that shit drives me fucking nuts. I feel so goddamn bad for the animal. Every single homeless person I've ever seen with an animal, I've always been insane like this. I can't help it.
What are you doing giving you fucking money away to that bullshit?
I know. It's my fault, bro.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, I don't really ever do that. I don't worry about any of that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I had a
God,
couple
man, there
students,
goes
you know,
half my
homeless person, it's
fucking
never been
hell.
an issue for me.
Yeah.
Like, where I
Go.
live, they've taken over parts of the sidewalk, and you know they were building.
He's
like,
not
these
moving,
encampments
bro.
And everything, and it was crazy. And then apparently, I guess the city.
Oh my
kicked them
God.
out or something like that.
I had a really, oh no moment the
Yeah?
other day. So I went to go get ice from this place called Jeremiah's. And there was this dude out there who was like begging for change. And saying like he wants to give this shit to like the children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I just look
Yep.
at him and I say, hey, I'll be
Yep.
your partner. I fucking hate children.
Yeah.
Okay, just that way he
Slam.
can
Hit.
And he says, wait a minute.
Back up.
Are you techno? I just said, oh God. And at that moment I was like, man, sure hope he don't say nothing about that. But I do that in everything. It's like the St. Jude's Hospital at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Did you want to donate $1, $10 to help the kids? I'm like, nah, I fucking hate kids.
Yeah.
Because like, what else are you supposed to say?
a lot of time I say yes, but then afterwards, like,
Oh my
I could
God.
have just done that on my own, and now it's like a tax write-off.
Yep.
You gonna write off that $1?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people give like $1.
I mean,
No,
probably.
I
not
meant
that
a tax write-off for Best Buy.
Oh,
yeah,
here he
you're
comes.
right. Okay.
Whereas, like, I could have just done it myself and, like, on
At least I got the second phase, boys.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
I still need to figure out how that
fucking
works.
God, man.
What?
Tax write-off charity, I have no
Well,
idea
just
how
have
that
a. What do you mean? How does it work? You just have an accountant do it.
Okay, but so, let's say for example, all right,
Oh my
let's
God.
say I make $1 million
Okay,
in a
that's
year.
a lot.
Okay, and I do a charity run
Right.
where I earn $2 million
Okay.
on charity.
So
How
you
much?
have $3 million total.
Yep. Okay. But
Oh my
all
God,
of
that's
that $2 million is
ridiculous.
going to charity. How much money does that save me off taxes off my $1 million?
Great question. So, it depends on where the money
Oh!
is coming from to charity, and also if the charity paid you for the
Oh.
event or not, and whether the money actually goes through your personal account or not, or whether it's raised through a third party, or whether it goes to the charity itself. Also, it depends on the way that you
Yo,
report
he
the
spammed
money,
it.
what your initial
What a
income was
douche.
before it, in order to determine what tax bracket you would be in. And I think there's probably 3 or 4 other things that I don't know about, which is why I'm not a CPA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of.
Oh, that's great.
I would think
That's
is
great.
Every $2
That's
I
great.
make for
That's great.
charity, I should save $1 on my own taxes.
Okay.
I think that'd be fair.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well,
Well, there he goes running
I'd
again.
have to think about it.
Okay.
I think that's kind of how it works. Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Because then I give them $1, I keep $1.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So then, does that mean you don't have any money? Because like you had $2. Well, I guess no. Yeah, you keep $1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a fun question.
Oh,
If
good.
you guys were the
Yep.
president
Yeah.
for a day,
The slams
I
are
would make it
ridiculous,
illegal
man.
for any sort of radio commercial to have.
Yup, almost
a
ran right
car
into that.
Siren, like a police
And I'm
siren
dead.
playing in the commercial, and the penalty for having it would be death.
Dude, that Cerberus
that's
boss
mine.
is a pain in the ass,
Finally
man.
fucking banned TikTok. Like, just get it over with, man. It's been like 4 years of like
Really?
teasing it. Yes.
You gonna ban them?
You know what's crazy? I started the TikTok yesterday.
Wow.
Ban
That
it.
shit is a
Get it-
nightmare.
Just in
Get it
time
outta
to get
here.
fucking banned.
I wonder what the next platform is going to be. I really don't think it's going to be banned. full disclosure, I don't think it's gonna be banned at all.
It shouldn't be banned.
I don't think so either. But
Yeah.
if TikTok does get banned, I mean, I think people just move to YouTube Shorts probably.
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, YouTube Shorts are just so fucking bad though.
I get
know.
YouTube Shorts all the time, and it's all about how bad women are. Like, I get a lot of these guys. Let me tell you something.
Your
wonder why it's
algorithm is
coming for you, bitch.
crazy.
I wonder why.
Mine's like cosplay,
Yeah.
cute animals, Twitch streamers. His is like, I fucking hate women.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine are cats and League of Legends. That's it.
Well, like,
I get a lot of Dark Souls and Elden Ring ones.
Yeah.
I only get bullshit. Like, and it's like people even said like the Asmongold subreddit's like the home base for incel. Asmongold clips.
That's so good, dude.
It's so fucking funny.
You ever notice how beautiful of a game League of Legends is?
Oh,
when
God.
No.
Like the design.
No, when someone plays a character perfectly, how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think so. When Darius is played perfectly, attack, W to fucking do the fucking double attack.
Yeah.
And then you space perfectly, you hit the Q, you EM, they bounce just right, Q them again, they get low, you alt them, slam, fears them, Q, hit the other guy, alt slam. Dude, we gotta get you on League. I wanna play League so
You
bad.
really want me to play that fucking bullshit?
Have
That
you
would make me
seen
so
Soda
happy.
and Forsen are playing League
I
from
know,
like low
I've seen
elo?
that. Yeah.
It's great.
Because I think you'd be good too.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I think you'd be good.
Like, usually to me, I don't like really having to give a fuck.
You won't.
Really?
League is the one game, that's why I love it, where you get a general understanding of it, and then you just don't give a fuck. And it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
because
then
like...
I don't
'cause-
want to spend 40... Like, imagine spending 40 minutes a game and you lose.
Well, play
Like,
with
I
me.
would want to fucking kill myself.
No, but if you play with me, you will never lose.
Well, I don't know about
That's not
that.
true, man.
Okay,
Yeah, I
then do
know
this.
that's not true.
If you ever play a game with me,
Okay.
I feel like
You
this
lose,
just started
you never
and
play
it's
ever
like
again.
50 minutes in.
All right.
we will literally never lose.
All right.
Because I'll pick the... I mean, you
Well,
can say no, we
I
can
mean,
test
he
it.
did used to
saying
be
this-
challenger.
I did.
He plays with people that are like fucking iron, so of course he does well. Then
So
I
for
play.
this, he's iron. So then when I play with him, it'll go well.
He just wants to like carry and look good.
No, I literally just want to show Asmon a new game. Because I
Yeah.
think you would enjoy it. Because it's good. It's all I do is...
That's funny.
I mean, you play solo queue and you hate your fucking life.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I've actually been very happy lately.
That must
Not
be
because
nice.
of League, but
Okay, well, when I play League, I have fun. I go there and I play the best character in all of gaming history, Dr. Mundo, because that's who I am in real life. Play Dr. Mundo, play Darius, play Mordekaiser, play Trundle.
Yeah.
Fucking
do you
awesome.
think what characters people have in their pool in games like that is like reflective of what they are as a
Absolutely.
person? Okay, well, what do you think about my champ pool? That's
I think that you...
Jinx, Jhin, Caitlyn, Kog'Maw, Sona.
Yep. So you're an anime girl, okay? You like anime, and you need someone to help you do your job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
You see that? Boom. You need a support. You can tell everything about a person by who they are. Like for example, top laners. You know what they want?
What?
Just to be left alone.
Okay.
That's you.
They also want. Never mind. I was gonna say that they also want children.
Top laners want to be left alone.
Okay.
Junglers, they want to help.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm the jungle. I'm there for anybody the moment they fucking need it. AD carries want to be praised, but also they want someone there to make sure that things... They don't want to be alone when things get difficult, right? So they have their partner supports, generally great people. Fucking just the best people. I think who play support
Yeah.
is super fucking nice. Mid laners are all egotistical douchebags that should kill themselves.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Oh
What
my
role
god,
you play?
yes.
No, there's different kinds of mid laners because there's like the control mage mid laners, like Lux and Xerath. There's like the assassin mid laners, like
If you play an
Zed and
assassin mid
Echo.
laner,
You're in,
the world is better off without you.
no, I agree. But
Yeah, I'm
I just
on
wanted
the
to
same
say there's
page.
also people like the control mage mid laners, like Lux, Syndra, Echo. I think those people are fine.
Yeah, they're fine. But you know what I mean. The Zeds, the Yasuos, the Yones.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So is it like one of those games where, like, for example, if you play a Shadow Priest in WoW, there's like a 100% chance you smoke cigarettes, right?
Yes.
Like, and that's just how it is. And like, is it the same for League, where there's just like stereotypes that are
Oh
always
yeah, there's
true?
a lot
Absolutely.
of stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the worst characters. Yeah, Yone, Yasuo, Zed. they're always really bad. I really don't like people who play Vayne.
Yeah.
They're always egotistical, and they think that they're like the fucking greatest, like giga narcissists.
Vayne is one of the best 1v1 characters in the game, so people will pick her thinking that they're like gonna do that, but a lot of the time they're not.
Right, so then they beat somebody in a 1v1, they're like, I knew I was the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's probably what I would play.
Who's a character?
That would be sick.
You know who's a character who, if somebody plays them, I like them? Somebody plays Nunu.
Nunu?
Yeah, just a great guy.
Have you never met like a run it down Nunu?
No. Is that a thing? A run it down Nunu? Where they just snowball down mid over and over and over again?
Yeah.
That's really depressing. I have not met
So
that.
how's League still popular? It's the same fucking map.
Because it's so fucking good.
Is it really?
It's just good. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I get bored.
No, because there's so many new modes. There's 5v5. There's ARAM, which is great if you want to meet like an e-girl.
It's like deathmatch or something.
Yeah, and then there's Arena, which is, oh my god, I don't know why the fuck we haven't done an OTK in-house arena.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
I agree. It's my idea, so please don't take it.
But it'd still be OTK.
Okay, well, Tectone's Arena of League of Legends.
Tectone's Arena, wow.
Dude,
I'm not going.
Great idea.
8 teams of twos.
Yeah?
Fighting each other every round, and it's like a roguelite, where like each round you get a buff that amplifies your character. It has a random effect. It's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like they innovate, all the characters are great. Whether you like League or not, Worlds is so fucking cool. Like it is the best esports event every fucking year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good, man. It's just good. And
Oh
like,
shit, I'm gonna
it's
die.
just also
I'm
really
gonna
fun
die.
to shit on, even
Holy
if you
shit,
do like
bro.
it. It's
That
really
curse is
valid.
no
WoW
fucking
is.
joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like League sucks, but we
And I don't even know where to
that.
go.
It's like the asshole we know versus the asshole we don't.
Okay.
I'm going for life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'd get bored.
No,
I
you
played
wouldn't.
Heroes of the Storm for a long time.
Amazing.
Not a while. That was just a little bit.
Heroes of the Storm was amazing.
It was alright.
I would use the word
Oh
amazing.
my god,
It's a
almost
matter.
died.
And I hate how Blizzard just forgot about it.
Yeah, everybody says they like Heroes of the Storm, but where were you whenever you actually had to play the game?
It's crazy. I was there.
Yeah?
Every goddamn season.
Really?
Fuck yeah, me and my buddy Edric, we would duo that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna
We
die
would
right
get
now.
to Diamond, and then we would stop playing it.
Diamond in Blizzard games isn't real Diamond.
Oh, I agree. That shit was a joke.
Is it easy?
Getting
Okay,
to
so
Diamond?
in
At
most
least I got some
games,
bronze.
Diamond would be, depending on the game, like top 1 to 5%.
Yeah.
In Blizzard, they make it like top 25%.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
and
it's very inflated.
so getting to Diamond and Heroes of the Storm was pretty much the same as getting to Silver in League of Legends.
Okay.
No, it's more like gold, but
Well, for me, it was very easy. It was like, I'm not even kidding you, like 23 games, we won every single one, and then we stopped. Like just 0% chance you lose. Because Heroes was so much more about team coordination than actually people being good. So when there was somebody who was good, it didn't really matter that much because you leveled up at the same time and you didn't have the CS. So I fucking love Heroes, man. I miss it. But let's play League this week.
I'm so busy, bro.
What are you even doing?
I got a tournament on Thursday for
For what?
League.
You have a League tournament on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Who's playing?
Double if Pobelter, Box, and a bunch of other people that don't play League.
So
Is that the AT&T thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where?
Degrade the quality
Where
of
am I?
environs.
Who am I playing with?
Well, you can watch the stream maybe.
Rubbish. There's nothing I can even do.
That sounds exciting. Yeah.
What's the winner get?
So it's a 4-week tournament. The prize pool is $250,000.
$250,000.
Yes, sir.
Is there a belt?
No.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Literally, for the Valorant tournament, I won that shit. Money, that belt.
I think first place is like $100,000, which I
Eh.
think Jake and Bake's gotten for like
That's
3
nothing.
years.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, what the fuck?
it's about the accolades. It's about the trophies. That's what fucking matters.
Right.
The belt is so fucking cool. Oh, by the way, I see on this here notepad here, Gideon's unbanned.
He
on
did. He
Twitch.
got unbanned, I guess, like maybe a few hours before the show.
Yeah, so what happened? I have no idea who that is.
So he was a YouTube guy, and I don't know what he's doing right now. And he got banned about like a little over 2 years ago for like some like weird drama with Pokimane. I'm not going to get into the details. But basically, he stayed banned for a really, really long time, and apparently now he's unbanned. I mean, that's pretty much about it.
Oh, Gideon. What is this guy on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Good for him. So is he a bad guy?
No, he's a good guy. I like him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
he's a good dude.
Do you know who that is, Emmy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you think about Gideon?
So I think what happened 2 years ago is that his community like hate raided Pokey and he got perma'd, but I'm pretty sure that like they like talked it out and made up, and Pokey was like, yeah, we're cool, but Twitch still wouldn't unban him for some reason.
Yeah, Jadina, like he was 100% in the wrong in the initial situation, but after that, yeah, it was kind of weird that he stayed banned for so long whenever it seemingly got resolved, but I don't know. Maybe that was just like publicly.
Yeah, who knows?
So, with the whole new diss track meta coming up with Kendrick and Drake, I am curious, would you guys write a diss track on anybody?
You.
And if so, who would you pick?
Oh, I mean, for me, I don't want to do that. It's a lot of work.
Well, I did mine on Milena. It took me like 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
How long was it?
It was like a minute.
Oh my god.
Wait, you should play it for him.
You want me to play for you?
Wait, no, play the one Milena did first and then play yours.
Okay. We're gonna make sure to edit this in, right?
Sure.
All right, let's see
You
here.
just play it up, hold up to the mic, right?
Milena diss track. Well, I think it's just better if they just play it in post.
Oh yeah.
All right, Milena diss track.
I think that Jeff tweeted it on the OTK account. Like,
Oh yeah, he
user
did.
friend.
Okay, let me pull that up.
Yeah.
All right, OTK. So this was Milena's.
All right, that Milena disc coming in.
Lack of views, farming clicks. It's Tectone, you know he sucks dicks. Twitter's spewing a bunch shit. Yeah, his next stream finna be a hit. In the DMs of 0 viewer girls. Sets, I swear I'll buy you pearls. My whole shtick is fucking lame. I gotta learn from Nick who has game.
Damn.
Okay.
So that was her whole thing. So
was that the Rugrats beat?
Yep.
Oh my god.
So
That was funny.
Milena's someone who scares me a lot.
Yeah.
As I believe she scares everyone.
Okay.
So I took what she did and I just analyzed it very quickly because I do rapping for fun.
Great.
Because, yeah, I have my buddies, their name are Colin and Zizix. They would freestyle rap in the car all the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I dabble. It's fun.
Okay.
I don't say the N-word.
Oh, well then what's the point?
Just put that out there.
Okay.
Regardless. So I said, okay, what did she attack? She went after my career, my content, and my sex life.
Yes.
Right? So I said, okay, so the way that way it's fair game. That's the only thing I went after her for. To keep it fair. And then so here was mine. Because I don't want, because my problem is that whenever people banter with me, I go a little bit too far. And I go way farther than they go. So I tried to keep it pretty fair.
Okay.
All right, so here's the one that I cooked up in about 6 minutes. I'll be real. I'm merely defending myself. Okay? I'm just responding to what was said.
You
know
do
how it
look
goes.
like the bad guy in that video though, right?
Oh, I forgot about you. The girl that pretends Nick Stream's run by 2? You went after me? The lowest hanging fruit? Is this really the best you can do? You come after me and try to ruin my life. Sorry, Milena, you can't cut me out of Wild West twice. You suck one like dick and you think you can rap. Nick still needs 2 other girls just to drain his balls sack. What do you think?
That I think hers was better.
How in the fuck do you think that?
Because hers was longer and it was shorter. Yours was too short.
Any
It was the
wounds you
same
are
length.
offered.
Hers felt longer at least.
Well, that's because it was worse.
Oh,
you
think so?
don't think you sucked one black dick and you think you can rap? It's not an insane lyric.
That's funny, but like I think that you could have done a lot more than that. Well, it's like Molina had made like 3 or 4 jokes, and like you only had like 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, I thought it was a really good joke though.
Okay.
I was just trying to keep it fun. That way nobody gets upset.
Yeah. Did she get upset?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm too afraid to talk to her.
Okay. Probably a good idea. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, because obviously, you know, someone makes a diss track on Tectone. Okay. But
Yeah.
literally, that is the lowest hanging fruit you can do.
It is.
So who would y'all pick if you were to make a diss track on somebody?
We're gonna make a. I feel like I could on literally anyone in OTK except for maybe Soda.
Why?
Because the only thing you can really make fun of Soda for is how he doesn't go out and he has a VTuber girlfriend, but it's like, I think that's awesome. So.
Okay. So you think you can make fun of anybody in OTK besides Soda because he's too cool?
Maybe like Seer too. I would have a hard time coming up with like jokes making fun of him.
But if you really wanted to just to tear someone down,
Who would be easiest?
Yeah, don't say me.
Oh.
I mean, it's got to guaranteed be me, right? I mean, like, I've got, like, there's so many stupid things about me. I feel
like for both of us, though, it's like people exhaust the same jokes over and over again. Like, oh, haha, bald,
Yeah.
furry, dirty room, doesn't go outside. It's like, yeah, like, is there anything?
That's a lot of content,
it's
though.
crazy because there's other things,
Yeah,
and they don't use them.
Like what?
Oh, like for me?
Yeah. What's the worst thing about you that people should make fun of
I
you
don't know,
for?
like man voice or something.
Well,
Really?
they do make that. Yeah, they said
But they don't make jokes about that.
Well, yeah, they do, because they said that you were actually a dude and you're pretending to be a girl.
That wasn't a joke.
Well, okay. All right, so they have to actually be done intentionally as a joke. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Like when people like make jokes, like even if it's like mean spirited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have a lot of jokes about me. I feel like I'd be the easiest one.
You think easier than me?
Absolutely.
Okay, but I think if people were to make fun of me, they would receive zero pushback.
Yeah?
I think if they made fun of you, you don't think your community would roach on them?
No, not really. I tell my community I don't really care if people make fun of me or do whatever, right? You don't have to defend me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I told them completely different.
Yeah?
I told my community, hey, if you see anybody shit talking me on Twitter...
Fucking killed them in real life. Yeah. Obviously.
Yep. Oh, man, shit's been crazy on Twitter ever since I did that.
Yeah? Did it help?
Oh, it helps a lot.
Really?
Now they censor my name on Twitter. Where they don't...
Oh, so they can't see it? Yeah.
They type a T asterisk CTONE or TECT0NE because I look up Tectone on every social media platform every single fucking day.
Right.
Because otherwise, I mean, content's getting a little bit dry right now.
Yeah, yeah.
My gacha games aren't coming out to the 22nd and the July 4th. So I need something to do. And so I'm so glad I'm so glad I trend on those 5 days worth of content.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember reading all of that, and it was just, it's always impressive to me to see how stupid people can invent. Like the dumbest thing that people can possibly invent as like a conflict or a controversy.
Also, I think I read my diss track on Lily Pichu.
Really? Why?
Because I feel like that would just make people really angry. Because it's like, why the fuck are you shitting on Lily Pichu?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we get the most people talking immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your target?
I'd probably do it to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you would. Pick someone else who's not yourself.
I don't know. I mean, fuck. I have no idea. I mean, like, oh, jeez. A diss track?
Hassan, Miz, S-Fan, Seer, Jinxie, Queso.
Probably Miz or S-Fan.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, probably.
Writing one on Queso would be funny as fuck.
Yeah,
dude, I love making fun of that dude, man. And he plays it so well. I wish I had that ability.
Yeah.
That's a funny fucking dude.
I mean, people used to make those same jokes about Greek. I remember, like, the whenever he jumped in the box, and then, like, they played the nuclear explosion. Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like nowadays Twitch is a lot different than it used to be, especially with, like, it's good to see it be different. Like, I'm glad that it's different, but it's definitely, like, I'll go on and I'll look at the top streams, and it won't be the same people that it was for such a long time. It's kind of different.
Who were the people who it used to be compared to now?
I mean, it used to be like, Lyric is still up there, but like, I would say like Summit 1G, Soda Poppin', and like a lot of these guys still stream, but they're not like really like the top streams right now, you know? And so it's a lot of new people that are up there, like Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tatman, Ninja, Asmongold, right? That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But like, XQC, right? XQC's over on Kick now.
Not permanently, right? He just dual.
He still streams on Twitch.
Yeah, 2 hours, right? But like, that's not as much as it used to be, right? It used to be like all the time.
That's true. And now it's what, Jinxie? Queso?
Yeah.
That's it though, right? Just those two?
There's a lot of other ones, like just smaller content creators.
But like, who are larger ones, just not as big as Queso?
Yeah, Kai, yeah.
Kai, is he still one of the top streamers?
Yeah, he is. He's doing really well. He's got a really consistent viewership now.
Okay, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I haven't
40,
checked him.
50K.
I think the last thing I saw him do was Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. He did that. He did the Ghost of Tsushima, where he like dressed up as a samurai and he was like, jumping around. It was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad that it seems like Twitch is getting back to gaming at least.
Really?
I remember when I would swap, and maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe I'm completely crazy.
Yeah.
When I swap from just chatting to gaming, I see a fall off, but a much less significant fall off. Maybe that's because I've branched more into variety, or maybe that's because Twitch is more accepting of gaming lately.
I
don't
think
know
it
what y'all
just
think.
depends on the game, to be honest. Like for some games, like if I play this game, nobody will want to watch. But like other games, people will like it'll increase my viewership by a lot. It really just depends on what the game is and like how excited people are for it.
Yeah.
Like for example, Undertale did really well. Honkai
You
Star
didn't
Rail
finish
did.
that, did you?
I beat it. I beat the game.
You did?
I did.
Are you
One
gonna?
playthrough.
Are you gonna do the other runs?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure
You
like
should-
what.
Well, do you know what the other ones are?
There's one where you kill everything and one where you kill
Yeah,
nothing.
I think
Do
that
the kill everything.
you can. Yeah, that's. Remember before you played it, I said there's one version where you might not want to do the grindy part. You might be able to find like a file you can download of someone who's like gone to the end, like done all the killing.
Well, I can kill them myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like grindy though. Like you have to walk around every area until like nothing pops up.
Oh, really?
And it's really cool because you'll know that you've done it if the music stops. Because once you've killed everything in the zone, it goes completely silent, and the only thing you hear is your footsteps.
Wow.
It's awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, it is, and like, I mean, you have to kill
I
everybody.
think people would watch it if you put in your title. It's called a genocide run.
Yeah,
W genocide stream.
straight up. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
who did you kill in your neutral run?
I killed Toriel.
Killed your mom.
Yeah.
But that they like kind of want you to do that.
Right, of
Yeah.
course. And let's see. Besides that,
You killed Undyne, Mettaton.
You didn't kill Papyrus, right?
I did not kill Papyrus because I thought he was funny and I like doing his voice.
Oh, you missed out on this one line at the end. Then when you know when like you're walking the hallway to like the throne room.
Yeah.
And Sans is there. There's a part where if you killed Papyrus, like after Sans is talking to you, his eyes will go black and it'll be like, then why did you kill my brother?
Damn.
It's like, I watched Simply play and he got that line and he like literally stopped. He was like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh god.
I killed him. I killed the Meta Knight or whatever the fuck it was, the robot.
Yeah.
And then I killed Undyne. Let's see. I absolutely killed her, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think I killed one other. Oh, I killed the king.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
I'm not sure.
You have to, I think, because if you did the no killing run, I don't think that fight happens at all.
Okay.
Or it's like different.
And then I went and afterwards, then the flower turned into becoming like a fucking all-devouring matrix.
I didn't know you finished it. How did you react when the game closed itself?
I to be honest, I thought it was
thought
a
it
bug.
crashed.
I thought it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Shit, guys, we
everyone
have to
does.
restart this.
I was like, what? Like,
You
how did
fucking
it?
kidding me? Right now, is it gonna happen? Yeah, then whenever I loaded, it was so good. I was really impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really expect to have like a game like that be so good. And my dad though, he did say, I think I said this before, he was like, yeah, the game with the brother and sister was way better though.
Yeah. Well, so that means, okay, so I've recommended you Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
And then I recommended you Undertale.
You did?
So I gotta give you another recommendation pretty soon. I gotta think of something that's really, really, really good.
Do you have any ideas?
I do, but I don't want to give you a half-baked recommendation.
The only other one that was suggested was Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, fuck yes!
Yeah.
It is so good. I just watched that again. My buddy played it for the first
I
time.
finally dodged it, man.
Oh, I know him.
But I'm getting my
Yeah,
ass
fucking
kicked after
loved
dodging it.
He literally said it changed his life.
Oh, really?
And he wasn't farming.
Oh
anything
my
like
god.
Oh, okay.
He
That's impressive.
actually
Yeah,
believed
you
it.
should play that one next.
Yeah, maybe I will.
But yeah,
That one's
I
gonna
just want you
scar
to think
him.
about like what you're gonna have to do before you get the genocide run, because it's heavy.
Get
Like
what?
Before you do the genocide run, just be ready for that.
What do you mean? It's a cartoon.
Yeah, but it's really sad.
No, it's not. It's not real.
It's okay. Well, for me, it was really sad.
Well, it's not happening to me. Why would it be sad?
I immerse myself in the video game world. It's very
I don't.
deeply. Great.
I kill for pleasure.
Almost killed me again.
Well, then you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
But if you were to guess, because you're gonna have to kill everybody. You're gonna have to kill Papyrus.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to kill the old sheep mom again.
Right.
Who do you think? How do you think the run ends? And like, who do you think like the hardest fight is?
Well, unfortunately, I know the answer to that.
Six
So,
life left.
Because somebody told me.
In
And
chat?
people were saying in chat. Yeah, yeah. And then it also got recommended to me on YouTube.
So you think it's Papyrus?
No.
You think it's Toriel?
No.
Who do you think it is?
Sans?
No.
I thought he was the hardest fight.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I guess I don't know.
There you go.
All right. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting.
So you should play it.
Okay. Maybe I will.
Find out who it is.
All right. I don't know. Like, I mean, those games, I like those games because they're very simple and they're very easy. And like, I don't have to fuck around or figure anything out. Like, I hate learning new games on stream. And so, like, the moment that I can just play a game that has one button, it's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, finally, I can play this one.
Yeah.
I'm
Who
not
was
gonna
the
get
hardest fight in base Undertale for you?
I don't think any of them were really that
Yeah,
hard.
you crushed it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, did I die to anything? I think I did.
Saw you die to Undyne.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I died to that once.
Yeah, there really is only one hard fight in the whole game.
Really?
But it's so fucking unbelievably hard.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like that flower thing that you fight at the very end, it's like that bullet hell, like that was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm not even kidding you. It's like...
It gets worse.
Without
Really?
exaggeration. It's like going from fighting a Rattata in Pokemon to then fighting Millennia in Elden Ring. Like, the jump in difficulty it's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I grew up playing these games. It'd be easy. Like, it would take me probably a while, maybe take an hour or so, but then I'll beat it.
There's just no shot.
If he does, that'd be impressive. If it took you an hour, it would be impressive.
I would unironically call you the literal god for at least a month if you were to beat this fight in under an hour.
Flip it. Yeah.
Because that fight is insane.
Yeah?
I can't lie to you, Asmon. It's fucking Sans. I thought I could lie. I can't lie. It is Sans. It's the final fucking fight, bro. I don't want to lie. I felt bad. That's them. Fight him, beat him. Do what I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Yeah?
I had to watch Force him do it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's bad, man.
I watched it and I was like, and I wasn't streaming at this point. If I was streaming, maybe, because I'm like, okay, monetarily.
It's content, yeah.
But this was offline. I'm like, oh my God. You just see it and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Okay.
That's a bitch. It's a bit. I would say it's in the top 10 hardest fights of any video game.
Really?
Yeah, up there with Millennia for sure.
I would agree.
Yeah. Sans, Millennia, Owl 2. Do you think Ishin's harder than Owl 2?
Yeah.
I should go
Ishin
do it
the
then.
lightning guy?
He's the final fight. I need to go do that.
I thought that one was kind of easy.
Great. That's what I like hearing.
I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was easier than people made it sound.
Yeah.
And way easier than Owl 2.
Yeah. I think I should just go beat Sekiro, which is just so people can stop
So
talking.
you didn't beat that game?
No, I'll go
because
beat
you
it.
weren't good enough. That's crazy.
I'm gonna go beat it this week.
Really?
Yes. It will be beat.
I remember you said that a few weeks ago.
Okay. It will be beat before the next steak and eggs.
Okay.
And if not, then
then what?
Whatever y'all want.
Okay.
Tell me something to do, I'll do it.
Great. I'll keep a rain check on that one then.
Yeah. This is my buddy Mr. Pokey's playing it, and he's not allowed to beat it before me.
Yeah.
And he took 13 tries to beat Lady Butterfly.
Yeah, it's a hard fight.
It's fucking not.
It is if you
butterfly
don't. Yeah, it is. It's a hard
I
fight.
thought it was pretty hard. I mean, it's not crazy hard.
I one-shot it twice.
Yeah, I did too, but it's a hard fight. Actually, no, I don't think I one-shot it. It took me maybe
I did
two tries.
not.
I don't know.
And I used shurikens to knock her down.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when I got it.
You had to knock her down?
Yeah, you did.
She didn't even fucking move for me.
Yeah, because you got her in a corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the corner, bro. That's it. At the beginning of the fight, it says, this boss fight is weak to side steps.
Then you should try fighting it without cheese.
No.
See how it goes.
Well, but why would I do that? I already beat it, not
So
once,
you
but
could
twice.
experience her moves.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's like if you want to sit around and brag about that, like you quit the game on Genichiro.
Because Honkai Star Rail came out.
Oh, man!
So let me ask you a question. Based on who I am now, what do you think was a smarter career decision? Beating Genichiro or starting Honkai Star Rail day one?
Why can't you do both?
Jeez, I really can't say, honestly.
Yeah,
there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives there.
One took precedence. Dude, if I didn't do that, then I could have never fucked Robin, right? I wouldn't have a girlfriend right now when I started Honkai Star Rail.
Wow, it'd be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I do both? Because I all in Honkai Star Rail every day. And then once I skip playing a variety game for a day, I just can't go back.
Yeah, I get that.
It's really bad. And
For me, it's like, I don't play it for like 4 days, then I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, he trapped me.
I want to go back.
Fucking
because I really want to
douche.
go fuck Pan Am for Cyberpunk. Because I stopped playing that shit too. But I'm just like, I haven't played it in a week. I don't know. But I will go beat Sekiro, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, how long could it possibly take? I could probably crack that out in the stream.
It's shorter than the other games.
For sure.
Wait, a stream?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Just boot it up.
Maybe a subathon.
You think me being the final 2 fights in Sekiro would be that hard?
You weren't at the final 2 fights.
Yeah, was this the demon?
Yeah, you have way more to do.
I've beaten everything. My chat told me the only thing I have left are the last 2 bosses.
Okay.
You did the fire giant thing?
Yep.
Oh, you did?
Demon of Hatred.
Yeah, the demon of
Wait, then
hatred.
how are you on Genichiro?
I'm way past that.
Wait, how? Yeah, I thought. Wait, did you stream that?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
I'm on
that.
Demon of Hatred and then the Ishin.
Yeah, I'll probably take your stream.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do that.
Cool. I one-shot the giant heavenly lizard too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That
The
was a
divine
fucking
dragon.
awesome fight.
Was it really cool?
Owl 2 took me forever. Like 4 bucks.
That one took me a bit too, honestly, to be fair.
It was hard as fuck.
What?
It was hard as fuck.
Yeah, it was hard. This does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I actually can't imagine a fight being harder than that. So if Ishin is harder than that is shocking.
It's longer, but it's easier.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I did not think it was that
Yeah,
hard.
like I think overall it's about the same, maybe a bit harder. But if you like, in terms of like actual, like the amount of time you have to do. Like for me, like if you give me enough time, I will fuck up, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so yeah, just I'll just lose focus.
For me, I just get bored.
Yeah.
Although I have been practicing entering flow state. I've been practicing that quite a bit.
How do you practice that?
So
Do you like listen to like techno music?
No, I sit.
Oh my god, man.
Silence.
I went right into that.
And I just try to remove all distractions and only focus on one thing in the room.
Okay.
And I try to manually enter the flow state because I believe it's kind of entering like an alter ego. Not like a Nita Max win, but like, for example, Kobe Bryant, when he was playing basketball, he wasn't Kobe Bryant, he was Black Mamba.
What?
And so it's entering...
Yeah.
It's entering your alter ego state. It's becoming what you need to be.
Right.
Right? So when I enter the flow state, I'm not tectone anymore.
Okay.
Right? I'm dictone. So when I enters the flow state.
That makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. And I lock in, there's nothing else but me in the fucking game.
Right. Well, it's been a bit. I think it's about time to wrap things up. We can end it on that. What do you think?
Yeah, then we can do the Patreon.
Yeah, we're doing Patreon, guys. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We do extra content on there as well as some other stuff. But other than that,
Don't read the top comment.
Oh yeah. Don't let them make you forget that Tectone thought World War II was in the 1800s.
I don't get why that's such a big deal.
See, but remember when he said that, I was like, 1800s, and you were like, oh, stop trying to shame him.
Stop trying to shame him. Fuck it, we're watching the fucking Fox.
No energy, only 19 points in game 3. A Gobert screen. It's cross court. Jaden McDaniels takes it inside.
No armor. Straight up, 114 life, 2 death defiances. Let's get
In
it.
the corner, Porter, one of the top 3-point shooters. He goes for 2 right here and puts it down. Turnover right there by Denver. Look at the speed of Edwards inside. The very definition of playing downhill. A turnover. Caldwell Pope across the lane and kicks. It's a 3 by Gordon, and he gets it to go down. Boy, his threes over the last 2+ games. Conley, the 36-year-old guard. It's out to Edwards. A triple. Oh, as he started off hot. 3 of 3. Present in the NBA. Edwards tries hard. What a start. Who's now being considered for other NBA head coaching jobs. Murray, Jokic free to fire, repositions, and lumbers down the lane with the whistle and a foul. That is called on time. Miles Reed taking the place of the injury-plagued Towns. Reed free. Big time 3 from Miles Reed. Look at the defense of Alexander Walker. It's Jokic spinning inside on the 6-man award winner Miles Reed.
Man. Is that the wrong foot, Reg? Just a missed shot there by Edwards.
Gordon splits, drives, fires.
Yes.
score. What a play. And he was in the ball. 8 points and 3 boards so far. Jackson launching a three. Got it. That's huge. 6 huge points. Now under a minute to go. Jackson defending Towns. It's Alexander Walker from mid-range. Trying to push past the defense of Alexander Walker, and he does. Gets it to Jokic. Couple seconds in the quarter. A fake and a fire. Jokic got it. Great timing by the MVP, Nikola Jokic for Denver. Up by 8, starting the second quarter. Reed through traffic. Wheeling down the lane. Think about this for you. That's the Nugget 5. They're backing down Alexander Walker. Kicking it outside. 3. Holiday. Bullseye. Wow, what a dead-eye shot. It's Murray the other way, prying his way into the paint. And off to Brown off the wing. Timeout, Minnesota.
It's an encouragement. So we decided that you're the best teammate and the best enemy of the year as well, Jamal.
Conley pierces the lane and gets...
Yep.
It's out to Conley. Defensive screws against it. Look at him fly inside. He got it to go. And Edwards will kick it back to Towns. And now to Reed, who takes the 3. And drops a sledgehammer. After 8 and 17 in the previous 2. Look at the defense. The defense right there by McDaniels. The shot will still drop. He's got 8 of 10. Karl Anthony Towns has started 0-7. Working into Porter. Sydney gets 1 to go. Standing up.
All right, well, I'm done.
Defensive player against the MVP. A series of fakes and a great feed inside. Gordon, what a find by Jokic. Rebound by Porter. And Gordon will take it. Rollicking down the lane. Jokic! Oh, the big man drops the anvil.
Now, Jamal, we don't see that very often. But again, he is trying to make a statement out here.
3 is good. Gordon will make a robust move inside. Wow.
Aaron Gordon. I heard footsteps in the dark right there. He didn't want to catch the ball.
That was his 3rd turnover. 3 Edwards. It's Jokic and Gobert is there. Shot clock at 3. Caldwell Pope rise and fire.
That's huge. That is a huge shot.
Edwards lost the ball with a turnover. Nice Denver D. Porter at the other end, and he tries and he gets it to go. Beating the clock. Court length. That's intercepted. Murray good at the go. Got it! Got it! A big time 3. A bit of foul trouble in the first half. Caldwell Pope. Murray with the ball. Jokic with the screen. And a drive off that wing. Put up and in. Conley. Thought 3. Repositioned. Fires. Murray's got 9. Sets up and double. Got it to go again.
And coming down court, Jamal Murray said like the Nuggets. They're playing side-to-side basketball and getting good shots. They're shooting 67%.
3. Good. A triple by Karl. They double Towns. They swing it around. Tapping hard inside is Edwards. Picked up by Towns. By Edwards. He'll slash and feed. Conley off that baseline. Gobert. Foul. Count it.
They're going to be guarding Jokic.
Murray, good hard feed. Caldwell put. Oh, slammed in. Parachuting in was Aaron Gordon. Murray getting the screen. Switch on defense with Towns. He'll launch a 3. Murray is red hot. Boy, has he got the stroke. Shot clock is at 5. Edwards tries to untether himself from the defense with a spinning fadeaway. And Anthony Edwards. It's a 3.
Yes, he has. And Point Gordon is back in effect, making it happen on the offensive end for his teammates.
Jabbing, stopping, starting, driving, scoring. There's Jamal Murray. He's had a terrific 3rd quarter after hitting a half-court buzzer beater. Takes it down the lane and scoops it home. Beautiful, elegant play. It has been in double digits most of the game. Reed with an aggressive drive.
That's six-man.
14-2 and 8-0 in the first half. Let's see what they do here. Edwards marching ahead. Comes in. Denver trying to tie the series. Minnesota trying to take it 3 games to 1 lead. Conley will take it down the lane on the run. Jokic with the ball. Gobert in the way with a bump and a spin. Got it. Count it. Foul. Send him to the... Jackson starting, stopping, jabbing, feeding out. Jokic thinks 3 and pops one from distance. Jokic puts it down. And a guy about his age in Justin Holiday. Off that baseline. Out for Gobert! Drops a sledgehammer. Is on Murray. Off to Jokic. Corner Gordon top. It's Brown 3. Good! Big shot by Christian Brown. He's got Karl Anthony Towns defending. Cross court Brown. Down low Gordon. Shot clock at 2. This is over Gobert. Got it!
Goodness.
Big time hit. It's Towns into Gordon. Shot clock at 5. In the corner Conley. The 3. Boom!
If you're Minnesota and you want to get Ant-Man going, you may have to keep him out of pick and roll so he can go isolation to get downhill.
Edwards takes it in, knifing his way. He hasn't missed a shot. Jokic with 29. He puts us up and delivers. Jokic. 30. Give him. It's Murray on top. 19 points for him. Quiet fourth quarter. Anderson will defend. Jokic will go inside on McDaniels.
Oh, look at this.
Pass to Gordon, who flushes it in. Murray is right there. Knocked away, volleyballed out. Conley on top. McDaniels triple. Oh! What a stroke. Gobert. And now Edwards. He'll take off. Inside he goes and slides in. It's a 7-point game.
And that's the problem because KCP
Him up. Quickly doubled. Down low. Tripled and puts it in. Big time play by Nikola Jokic, the MVP. Gordon to inbound. And Jokic will retrieve it. And then drive to the baseline and put it in. Big time play. 3 and 4 on the road like the Nuggets have done. To even the series as Denver.
2 and 2. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you have a great night. Thanks for watching as always. Have a good one.